land. Wait on a sign above, and I am ready, ready. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game.
All right, 10 of wood. Fold 2. Fold 3.
Vibrating your red.
4.
I don't know.
Fold 6.
Just 2 black.
All black.
35.
Okay, cool.
Fold 7. Fold 8. Call for 1. Zero heads up.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. You got Dustin Shocklock Big Country here, coming in hot. Best Bet Live, 510, no limit hold'em on a 15-minute delay out of Best Bet Jacksonville. Thanks for hanging out with us. First hand of the night. Looks like we got bottom pair against an open ender here. Pete versus Alice. First hand of the night. How you guys doing in the chat? What's up, 619 Poker? What's up, my man? Watching and studying at Planet Fitness. Aaron B in the chat. Happy Friday. What's up, my man?
Yeah, good to see you guys in the chats there. Again, we are starting our streaming weekend with some 5-10 no limit hold'em action tonight. Alice taking down the first hand of the night. So we do appreciate you guys coming through. Do appreciate you guys hanging out. As yeah, we are getting things going, getting things ready. As Dustin just mentioned. Brian C in the Facebook chat, good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well.
What's up, Brian? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Chuck picking up the ace-5 suited here. Early position under the gun +1. Looks like we are playing big here. Looks like we got 5-10 open to 75 here.
Yeah.
Pocket nines.
You like to see it when they open up early, especially second hand in.
Looks like that one's going to get through. No action on the 7.5x raise out the gate. But, you know, these guys will loosen up a little bit. Let a couple of them get stuck, and then we'll start playing for stacks. Look, we already got the straddle on. 5-10, 25, third hand of the night. Here we go. Chuck picking up the ace, another suited wheel card.
Yeah.
Wow, under the gun, the ace-4 suited in the muck. Makes you wonder what kind of hands he does open under the gun. Dan D in the muck. Ross in the 2-seat, trying to complete for the 10, but it's 25 with the 9-6 off. Amit with the 10 tray off. Seems to be some confusion about what's happening here. Looks like Patrick's going to click back the King-6 of clubs, 3 ways to the flop. Yeah, there we go. Click it back. King-6 suited, 3 players. Here we go. 75 in the middle.
Check 2. Check 3. And check 4.
Looks like they're checking all around, so we are going to see a turn card here. Action Tracker trying to get caught up a little bit.
Looks like a, wow, gutter ball for Ross gets there. The 9-6 offsuit fills in for the straight.
And now Patrick's got the flush draw.
Yeah, Patrick does pick up the second nut flush draw here with the king. King high clubs.
Board pairs with an 8, so Ross is going to be good with the straight.
Ross super good. Matt in a little bit of a weird spot here with middle pair. Going to try to value bet it, I guess, for 200. I think Ross is going to flip it into check call mode. Yep, there it is. Whoa, getting ready to muck. Weird hand for him to show up with the boat, but it's good. 10 high straight is good for Ross. Showing over 770 bigs early on. Strong.
Yeah, pretty good pot size scoop up there for Ross.
Yeah, you didn't have cards.
So we have been working on putting out a little more content for you guys over on our YouTube page. Ryan and myself came in early today, knocked out a couple hand of the weeks. Those will be coming out in the next next 10 days or so. But head over to our YouTube channel. Check out some of our archived content. We got a couple of highlight reels. We got some cool hand of the weeks. Jesse the Boss did some. Very cool stuff. Trying to put out some shorter linked content for you guys. I know not everyone loves sitting through a 4.5 or 5 hour stream.
But even then, you know, we also have been doing the timestamps as well for you guys to go back and check out certain hands too to make going back and looking at the archives easier for you. Definitely expect the highlight reel for May to come up probably sometime next week. The hand of the weeks maybe in another week or two as far as publishing goes. But yeah, we definitely knocked out some things for sure. And Amit's going to knock it out here with a pair of aces for his flop.
Got some kicker problems, but he's in there.
100 from 3.
Second pair for Dan D with the Jack 9 suited. See if he's going to peel one time as Amit fires 100 into 175. Dan's going to let it go. Ross is going to bump it up here with the gut shot, it looks like.
Bumps up to 225. But Amit's going to go ahead and make the call. Still feeling pretty good about his pair of aces. And aces good for Amit for right now anyway.
Amit gets the check mark. Ross is going to make him pay, though. He's going to hammer it here for, it looks like 5.
425, yeah. Yeah, Ross being pretty aggressive right now. He did get a few extra chips to work with after securing that last hot hand.
Vortex in the YouTube chat waited all week for our stream. You're the man. We appreciate that. Wow, Amit makes the call. Deuce kicker. What a sicko.
Wow.
Wow, Ross puts his card straight in the muck. What a call from Amit. Nice hand. 1475, over 100 big lines. Almost 150 bigs get shipped over. Nice call. Big call out of Amit. Nice hand. Ace, deuce makes the hero call. So many hands you lose to in that spot. Just praying that he turns over a flush draw. Instead, he turned over a weird gut shot. Big hand there, gets shipped over to Amit. Early on in the stream, it's always good to start stacking chips early.
Yeah, definitely start feeling good, especially like you mentioned after making a call like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is a lot of pumpkins Will has put in front of him.
Looks like Pete's going to limp in the ace-4 offsuit. Patrick's going to come along from the small blind, assuming Chuck check back the big.
A jack, a 4, and a 7.
Looks like two players flopped the 4, but Pete is in the lead. Got him out kicked. Going to go 30 into 30. That one's going to work. The power of position, just going to take it down. Easy game.
We are out of Frappuccino.
You guys let us know who's in Vegas. What's going on out there? Who's in Vegas? Who's been? Who's back? Who played the housewarming 500? Who's playing what out there? Shout out to my boy Charlie. Charlie chopped but took the lion's share in an event so far at South Point.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Everyone else okay?
Dan D with the 9-6 offsuit. We already saw that hand make a straight once tonight. Will D with the Queen 4 suited in the muck. Bill says, we headed there Sunday. That's what's up. Zach Caleb in the Facebook chat. What's going on, my man? Headed there Sunday. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. It's a busy time. A lot of people are out there and a lot of things taking place, to say the least.
I'm going to go later, I think. I'm going to go in July. I'm going to go around the 8th or the 9th.
Okay. All right, so Alice is going to go ahead and scoop that one up. How long is WSOP running till now? You said you're heading there for the later part, right?
It's running through the 20th of July.
Wow, okay.
Like the 29th or the 26th of May or something through the 20th of July. I'm going to go for the very end.
That's a pretty long time for sure.
It's a lot of Las Vegas if you ever stayed for the whole thing. It's a lot of Vegas.
Yeah. Ooh, that's sorry to hear that, Tyler. No AC in Bally's.
What?
Ugh.
That can't be real life.
Oh,
You're
God.
the first person I've heard say that.
That's got to be miserable if that's the case.
Patrick opening up the King Queen suited. The King Queen of clubs here. Looks like he gets 3-bet by Alice with the Ace 7 suited out of the small. Big flop here for Patrick. Flops top pair. He doesn't want to catch running clubs, though.
No, that would be disaster for Patrick. Luckily, that's not going to be the case as there's hearts on the turn.
Both players pick up a gut shot. This is really interesting. Alice picks up a gut shot to the 8. Patrick picks up one to the jack. Alice looking to polarize here. Going to go for the over bet turn. Going to go 700 into 5. Patrick doesn't love it. Got a bad feeling. The queen jack makes a lot of sense.
It's actually a pretty strong play from Alice.
Yeah, absolutely. Frank B in the Facebook chat. Good evening, everyone. What's up? Patrick makes the call with one pair here. Wow. Both players missed their gut shot. Let's see if Alice is going to blast this river, if she's going to shut it down.
Looks like she's taking a look over at Patrick's stack to see what he has.
Patrick could very easily have the queen jack as well.
And wow, Alice goes all in on this?
Alex going to rip it for his last 2K.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Makes the call one pair. Wow. We are seeing some wild stuff.
This is like some super early mayhem what we're seeing.
This is the table that you do not bluff.
No. That's.
Man.
I mean, we already saw the strong call from Amit, and now a strong call from Patrick here.
Alice just shakes her head. It's like, man, more power to you, you know. No AC in Bally's. This is crazy. I can't believe I haven't seen anything about this on Twitter.
Yeah, you figured that, especially with how hot Vegas is, you figured that would have been like headline news.
What a call out of Patrick. Gets the full double up from Alice early on in the stream. First orbit, right? We're still in the first orbit?
Yeah, we're still in the first. We're still in the first 15 minutes, Dustin.
I don't know if I'd be able to do it if there was no AC in Bally's, man.
That just sounds miserable. I mean, I've been to like conventions and gatherings and stuff like that where the AC's gone out and it is not fun. Especially you start finding out who actually showered and who didn't.
Yeah, I'm just briefly scrolling through Twitter now, and somebody brought up a good point, man. It's got to be brutal for the employees. Can you imagine just sitting there having to be there and deal all day?
Well, I remember when I don't know if you were here, but I remember when about a few months ago when the power went out here, when the transformer got blown and everything, and we had to be like, we had our backup up and everything, but the AC was down completely.
Nope.
That was not a fun time.
5 people in there, 4 people in the pot. You can have the opposite.
Yeah, Zach, that's exactly what I'm saying. I do not want to imagine that aspect of it.
That's unbelievable, man. You pay that much rake. You kind of pay a little bit of markup on rake to play in those WSOP events. They can't even get the AC working. That's unfortunate. Like I said, man, I feel for the employees.
Yeah.
Here we go. A little blind on blind. What do we have here? Under the gun limp? What's happening? Oh, 2 pair?
Yeah, very strong flop for Ross.
Oh, big blind versus straddle? Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Big blind versus straddle. Top 2 for Ross. Going to barrel it. I was trying to figure out the formation here. It looks like big blind versus straddle. Ship it.
Oh, Aaron, is that where you saw it? Was the Lexi Gavin blog? Where you saw the problems with the AC? Ugh.
You think you like it better if you go all in or no?
Man, that sounds rough. I was in Vegas one year where it was so hot that people would put their trash cans out. Trash man come by, get the trash. They'd come back they'd come back after work, and it would just be a melted puddle of plastic in the road. It was so hot, it was melting people's trash cans into the pavement.
Yikes.
I got off the plane that summer, and it was 119 in Vegas.
Really, 119. Wow.
Yeah.
But remember, it's a dry heat.
Call from 2.
It felt like somebody was just like holding a blow dryer in front of your face everywhere you went.
3 players.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Check 1. Check 2.
Oh, it was a dry heat, all right. King 3, 6, two-tone.
Call 1.
Both Pete and Amit flopping a pair of 6s. Pete, though, with the better kicker. Now board pairs. Amit's going to throw out 225 here.
Call 1.
And that is going to be enough for Pete to go ahead and fold. So Amit, after making a strong call earlier, throws out a bet to kind of make a bluff, and is stacking up more chips for him.
Straddle in 4.
Pablo, that's just that's not. To answer your question, no, he is not up 25K. That's just Will stacking a bunch of chips in front of him.
60. 26. Fold 7. Call from 8. Fold 9. Fold 1. Fold 2. Call 3. Fold 4. 3 players left.
Ace Queen suited for Dan D. Just flats the 60 as Chuck opens the suited connectors.
Check 3.
So a king, a deuce, and a 4.
Ahmet comes along. Looks like Chuck checks this one. Now he turns a pair.
Check 3. 200 from 6.
So Chuck's going to throw out 200.
Fold 8. And fold 3.
Yep. So Chuck's going to go ahead and take that down after getting that pair of 8s on the turn. Again, guys, do appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out as we are starting our live stream weekend with some 5-10 no limit hold'em action.
Strong.
Definitely a good start.
Yeah, we've seen some spicy stuff early. I think the button just made it all the way around. I think we're just through our first orbit, and we've seen 2 all-ins so far.
Yeah, 2 players getting stacked after both Ross and Amit and Patrick both making really strong calls.
Wow, Amit picking up ace king offsuit here. Looks like the straddle I think is on. Or no straddle. Amit just raising huge.
And now Dan's going to make the call with his king 9 offsuit.
This game is wild.
Yeah, it's kind of going crazy. 8-5-6. Actually a pretty good flop for Dan as he's got a draw to a straight.
Definitely favors Dan's limp call range here. He still with the same gut shot.
200 from 3.
And Dan,
Man, Amit going big again. Goes 2 into 210.
yeah, Amit's playing pretty aggressive.
He just wants to put chips in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Here for it. Makes for good TV.
Well, it's putting a lot of pressure on players too, making them have to rethink their decisions. But Dan's going to go ahead and make the call, hoping for either a 9 or a 7. And misses completely.
Brick City. I think Amit's going to have to check this one back. He might not, though, after going pot, pot, pot.
I was going to say, I don't think it's in his DNA.
Pot, pot, half pot.
Yeah.
Interesting line. Interesting line out of Amit. It looks like it's going to work, though. I hope I'm saying his name right.
Yep, it does work. Yeah, Dan's going to go ahead and fold. And
what an interesting dynamic we have in the game today.
yeah.
Fun stuff.
Definitely seeing some things obviously, with 5-10 games, they play a little different compared to others. But yeah, there's definitely been, like, just looking back at some of the other 5-10s that we streamed and everything, I've definitely seen like a lot more aggression on the table. this early.
Early on, for sure. We don't usually see it this early in the game. All right, so action's going to start on Alice. Looks like no straddle this hand. Cards in the muck. Ace-5 off for Dan.
Everyone, I think, is kind of poking a little fun at Dan because the mustache no longer there. No longer has the facial hair.
The mustache.
Yeah, no longer has the beard or anything like that. Right now it's Dan D, the baby face.
Call 3. Call 4. And a check from the 6. Got 4 players.
All right, so we got 4 players to the flop here as the action tracker gets back up. Pair of 10s and a 5. Anyone with a 10 in their hand? No, but Dan does have a 5 in his hand. And Patrick does have a flush draw.
Patrick has clubs, king-high clubs.
Call.
Amit's going to go ahead and get out of the way. So now we're heads up to the turn. Patrick looking for a king or another club. That is a spade.
Check 4. Check 8.
Checks around, free river card.
Check 4.
Man, and Brick City again.
5.
Patrick cannot catch up at all.
Oh, I couldn't beat an ace.
Quite good. So, you can read that? I can get that.
Man, now I'm even less inclined to go to Vegas. I was starting to think about it because of all the COVID outbreaks, the cases that I keep hearing about.
Yeah, but I mean,
Now they don't have any AC. I mean, I'm not going for like a month, so hopefully they can straighten it out.
yeah, I was gonna say still early enough in this series. Hopefully, maybe they can get things squared away. But yeah, that's definitely a turnoff for sure if you hear that there's no no AC.
Fold 2. 100 from the 3. Fold 4. Call from the 6.
Shout out to my man Ben Diebold. Took first place in the 10K Dealer's Choice. Been a local Jacksonville player
Check 6.
for 100, 200, 220K, something like that. First
Nice.
place in the 10K Dealer's Choice, a pretty prestigious event amongst longtime grinders.
I bought in for 10K and walk out with over 200K. That's pretty good.
Yeah, field of, I think the field was around 150 entrants, 130 entrants, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Been a big PLO player here, best bet, when he's in town. I think right now he's been traveling a lot, but still, it's a pretty prestigious event, the 10K Dealer's Choice event. Locked up his first bracelet. Shout out to him.
Quarter from the 9.
Came in with a massive chip lead. Ace-10 offsuit for Ross. Looks like he's going to open it up in the straddle pot. Pete's going to limp. Oh, he just limps. Pete limped the 3-4 suited. Amet's going to raise it up to 75 with the 4-5 of hearts. Alice in there with pocket eights. Dan D in there with queen jack offsuit. Pete makes the call.
All right.
Ross makes the call.
So we got 5 players.
Let's go 5 ways.
Yep. 400 already in the middle.
Check 7.
All right, and the flop does come. We'll see what it is in just a second.
From the 8.
All right, a 10, a 9, and a 5.
Open ender for Dan D. Alice has 2 of the blockers. Ross flops top. Pretty strong. Amet flops bottom pair.
7 on the turn.
Interesting turn card. That gives Alice the open ender. Oh, Alice got out of the way. Dan D still with the open ender. Ross's hand still best.
From the 8.
Ross is going to go ahead and get out of the way. So now Amit is going to go ahead and make the call, it appears. So we're heads up to the river.
Wow. Amit with the best hand, one pair of fives.
Yeah.
Dan shut it down here. Dan can't figure out how he missed, but Alice threw away 2 of his outs. Wow, Dan's going to fire one more. This one might do the trick. 3. Oh, wow, too small. 350 and 1350.
Can you said it was too small? What would you like to see?
Oh, man, I guess Alice would have made this straight, which is pretty interesting. Oh, Amit's going to make the call. Oh, Amit's going to raise.
Whoa, that's a significant bump up. 900.
Dan just sitting with queen high. Wow, wow, we're seeing some wild stuff this game.
Yeah, no kidding. Dan here, a little over 500 to call to try to take in a pot of 2,700 or 2,600, but he folds, gets out.
Queen high. He's got queen high. He's got a fold.
Yep. Sheesh. All right, Amit. This guy.
Came to play.
Yeah,
Stacking
he
up
is.
chips.
Yeah, he's not taking any prisoners right now.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
So, wow, just like that, we are 30 minutes in.
15 for time, everyone. 15 please.
First dealer change of the night. We got my man Chiave coming in the box. Shout out to him and Billy. Holding it down, running a smooth game. Everyone's money is secure on a Friday night, you know. It's always comforting when you're playing a big game to have some good dealers in the box. You know your money's safe.
Yep. And we definitely do appreciate our dealers on the live stream. They always do a fantastic job. And also brings the entertainment in their own right too, you know.
8 times 15.
Pick up, scoop the rake real quick, drop it, and then we're ready to roll. Strawman in the chat. What's up, buddy? Long time no see.
Well, that's good to see Strawman.
Hope everything's good your way.
Yeah, first 30 minutes of play, we saw some things happening. Things were getting wild, to say the least.
Buck Howard in the chat. Happy Friday to you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Me and Big Country in the booth tonight, holding it down. 5-10, no limit, no cap. Here, Best Bet Live.
100, 7 folds, 8 folds, 9 folds. 1 calls 100.
All right, 4, 7, and 9 on this flop. So Chuck did get a pair of 4s, but Pete's pocket pair of 8s still the best right now.
Pocket 8 still in the lead.
Well, now it's a set of 8s for Pete.
That's actually kind of a big, that gives Chuck a straight flush draw. He's going to try to realize,
does.
click it back.
But he doesn't get it.
He does turn 2 pair. This might actually get him in a lot of trouble. It puts a one-liner and front door clubs both get there. Pete looks like he's going to go for a little bit of value. That card gives Chuck 2 pair, but it looks like he hates it.
Yeah, that's definitely a disdained look there on Chuck's face.
Front door clubs get there. The one-liner to the straight. The Jack 10 is there. The random 10-6. The 6-5, super good. 6-4 is good. All the clubs are good. Chuck can't beat much. He's even losing to 9-7, 9-8, 7-5 if that's in there somehow. A lot of hands he can't beat.
Yeah, and that's brutal.
Buck Howard says, let's get it. Let's go.
Definitely big action for sure. I do want to tell you guys, by the way, too, make plans. We were talking about, tournaments and things like that. We do have our 1K one-day event that's going to be taking place on Saturday, June 25th.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool.
That's going to be starting up at noon. We have started satellites, by the way. that go into that event. And we are going to have a satellite tomorrow night at 7 p.m. $160 buy-in for the satellite with $20 rebuys. So that's going to be taking place again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I do know we'll have some high-hand promotions as well that will also get you into the satellite as well. So imagine that. You get a high hand. You know, you get your satellite entry that way. And then if you have to rebuy in, you're only paying 20 bucks. It's not bad.
Spin it up, free roll the whole thing. That's what it's all about. Queen with, I'm sorry, Pete with pocket queens. Looks like he opens it up to 115 and gets called in 3 spots. Wow. Will flops bottom pair here. Queen's still in the lead. Dan's hand in a lot of trouble. Queen 9, I'm sorry, 8-6 suited. No good on this flop.
Will's going to go ahead and make the call.
Yeah, Will's getting an okay price. It's 700. It's 150 to win 700. That card's actually kind of bad for him. Turn goes check, check.
So queens are going to be good for Pete here, and Pete's stacking up some chips to throw out a bet. 300 from Pete.
Little value bet out of Pete.
And Will makes the call.
Wow, I think that turn check got him paid there. Nice hand. 1,500 in the middle. Strawman, I heard I would recommend not doing that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that's a good idea.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully you're getting better, though. That is not fun to hear.
Hopefully you're back in the action soon.
AK for 2, AK. 29 AK.
That happened to me after a long night of drinking one time.
I'm sure you're not the only one that's happened to after a long night of drinking.
75.
Michael says, what did Will buy in for? I think he bought in for all of that plus some. I actually think he's stuck a little bit.
Yeah. I think he bought in for like 30K or something like that.
We'll take a look at the stats here in about 10 minutes. About 7 o'clock, we'll fire down the stats for the first 45 minutes or so of gameplay. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. 5-10, no limit, uncapped cash.
Second call for HN for 2-5.
Looks like Will just going to fire the 9-7-7 board, take that one down, get a little bit of it back.
All right, straddle is in play on the 4 seat.
Straddle out of Patrick here. 5-10, 25 this hand. Let's go.
Fold 6, fold 7.
Quite golden.
Quarter to go.
Quarter to go. Will's going to open it up to 55. This one gets called in 3 spots. Looks like 4 players to the flop, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, got 4 players. 9s, 9-8 off, 6-5 suited, and 8-5. All of these hands all revolving around the 5 and the 8. Somehow pocket 9s are still in the lead.
Well, now the board pairs with a jack on a turn, so that's going to give Ross 2 pair.
It's got the double gutter here, the 6 or the 10.
Heads up.
We are heads up, and that is a 4.
Breaks everything.
Yep, so 2 pair for Ross. Going to be good here, but, you know, Amit's been aggressive. Amit's been making some plays.
Piles it here.
They're on 375.
Puts Ross in kind of a weird spot. Oh, Ross makes the call with 2 9s. What a sick game.
Everybody making calls.
man, Daddy Dog making a quick cameo. Shout out to my guy, Willie.
Yep, always coming through.
Every day is Willie's
He's
birthday.
got on his party shirt.
It's true. That might be the best shirt that I've seen him bedazzle. I like that one.
How long you gonna be up?
All right, on to the next one. Looks like no straddle out of Mr. Chuck here this time.
They now need to go out and see what Willie's shirt is.
Fold 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Couple of quick folds.
5, 5 from the 2. Fold 3. Oh. Heads up.
So we are heads up to the flop. The action tracker is getting caught back up here. Pair of queens and a jack. Now a king on a turn.
Wow, 3 queens with the open ender for Ross. Pretty big hand.
Yeah.
You gonna be in the next video? Oh, okay. I can see that. Alright.
Big hand there for Ross. Can't get any action. Takes it down.
Alright, quarter straddle on the 7.
All right, we'll play about 2 more hands, and then we'll take a look at the stats here for 7 o'clock. Yeah, Michael Neal, I think, like we said, I'm pretty sure Will paid for most of those chips, but we'll know here momentarily.
Yeah, like I said, I think he did buy in for that much. For 30K. Yeah, a little bit more than 30K.
Pete's gonna limp the Queen Jack offsuit here. And Ross going to open up the 10-5 offsuit. What is happening? Amit with the 3-bet with 2 9s on the button. Juicy game.
Yeah,
juicy game.
Again, these guys and gal have come to play tonight.
Juicy game.
Oh, and Alice has got queens.
Alice with pocket queens in a. Oh, the pot's already a 3-bet pot. Oh, there we go. Alice
Opening
not
up.
afraid to put in money. She's going to make it 750. She's going to get through the trash. I feel like Amit has to make the call, and he does with 2 9s.
Oh boy.
They're both
A 9 and a queen on the flop for science.
They're both. Oh,
Well, we got the
gross.
9.
Gross, gross, gross. On a rainbow super dry board.
Oh man.
1,600 in the middle.
Oh man.
Amit has 28 back. Alice knows that she went bet, bluff against him on the last hand. The last time they played, Alice went bet, bluff. I feel like there's no way Amit doesn't get a double up here. Man, what a cooler. Super dry board.
Mm-hmm. See what the turn. Oh my God.
Whoa. Gross, 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 gross.
Oh man.
All right, I take it back. I just said I don't know how he doesn't double up, but now I know how. Now I know how it can happen.
The one
Oh.
Out that Alice needed hits. Now Amit.
Barf City. Oh, gross. gross,
Uh.
gross.
800.
Alice going to try to milk him for a little bit more. AJ Trigger, what's up?
Call.
30K shy of my beard grooming budget.
This player is going to run you 2-2 gold.
All right, so here it is.
Wow. There's 4,400 in the middle. Alice is going to go for it all on the river. He's got 14 left.
Table 41 for that new 2-2 gold.
Yeah, she absolutely is. And yep,
Another brick.
yikes. Oh man,
All in.
there is the and that was a snap call from Amit.
Wow.
Jeez,
Alice went from winning to losing to winning.
that was ultimate payback, to say the least.
Yeah, Amit commenting, it doesn't matter which street he shoves on, he gets called. If he shoves the flop with 2 9s, she calls with the overpair.
Wow.
The board, dry board.
Mhm.
Oh, gross. Doesn't matter when the money goes in. I think Alice is calling. Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
Damn.
All right, so on that note, let's take a quick look at the stats. It's about 7 o'clock. Oh, man.
Actually, let's wait a second because the action tracker has not quite caught up yet as
All
far
right,
as
we'll play
stats
one
go.
more, and then we'll
So
take a
yeah, let's give it a couple more hands, and then we'll pull it back up. For whatever reason, lately our stat tracker is a couple hands behind as far as being up to date whenever we're trying to show them here. So we'll wait a second. That way we show accurate stats. But man,
That was gross.
that was brutal. Like that was, man. I definitely need to shower after that happened.
104, folding the 6.
Pretty sick. I don't know if Amit's coming back or if he's taking a walk. I think he's gone.
Yeah, as I say, that boy.
Man, that was pretty gross.
And it's just wild because he was playing really well. Like he was making some good plays at the beginning, and then just in one hand, destroyed. Yeah, so it looks like we will get a new player in after Amit gets wrecked.
I'm sorry for that roller. It's right here. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Well, I mean, we got science early, right? It was 9 on the flop to give Amit the set of 9s, and then queen on the turn to give it to Alice.
1 and 2. Thank you, sir. Fold 4, fold 6, fold 7. Now you're open. All right, calling the 8s.
I see Dan back in. Looks like Will is going to be in there as well. 14-7. So a pair of 7s for Will, and if that's enough to just go ahead and take that one down.
You play Hold'em for PO. Yeah, every time I play PO.
For the third and fourth card, it's hard to get used to.
Every time I play PO with him, I feel like he's a Hold'em player.
I feel like I'm a what?
A Hold'em player? Okay.
No, I
No, I play Hold'em with you. I feel like you're a PO.
Sure. Okay.
I don't
All right, so there we do see Don hopping into the game.
You got a number?
Don typically plays on our bigger live stream, so it's good to see him.
How much do you buy? Is this all in play?
Really?
Oh,
Everything
yeah,
in
this
play?
is all play.
All right, let's go with 5. It's a little under.
Oh, you want what I'm buying?
Yeah. So I got 75 for 2, fold 3.
Yeah, it's about 5.
Okay.
Looks like Don's going to come in for 5K, so that's good to see.
Fold 8s. I know that.
All right, guys. Yeah, after this hand, we'll definitely show you the stats.
Everybody folds.
Everybody folds, so we are on to the next hand. So let's go ahead and show you those stats and show you who is up and who is down. Right now, Patrick up the most after he had that one hero call earlier. And there you see Alice, after being stuck, after having to re-get in, she is now up close to a K after stacking Amit. Pete and Ross there. Dan D right now the most stuck out of everybody as far as who's at the table right now. And then look at the VPIP. Pete with the highest VPIP alongside Ross, Alice, and Chuck with the lowest VPIP. So that's a look at the stats as we are just about an hour into the live stream. But yeah, Alice being up nearly a K after getting stacked and then getting vengeance, to say the least.
3 players. So glad you're here, Don. Thank you.
Looks like we're going multi-way to the flop. I thought I saw a 6 in somebody's hand.
That
Queen
is Ross.
6.
Yep, Ross has that.
175.
The old Queen 6 offsuit.
402, folding the 6.
Looks like a bet and a almost a min raise.
Dan's going to go ahead and make the call. So let's see what the turn card brings us. As ace on the turn.
1040 in the middle. Looks like we're going about pot here. Looks like close to 1,000.
Yeah, it is 1,000 from Ross.
Go Chief says, what a cooler. Yeah, that was sick, man. The 9s versus queens.
That was definitely one of the more gross hands that I've seen for sure. Definitely disgusting to say the least.
For sure. Ross leads for 1,000 into about 1,000. Puts Dan in a weird spot.
And Dan
Might be able to get away from it when the ace comes on the turn.
Dan is the most stuck at the table right now too.
The most stuck at the table.
Dan does get out of the way, so we will go on to the next one.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, picked up a Don here under the gun. Looks like we are discussing straddling as he picks up the 7 deuce offsuit.
Did you get my square? Yeah, cool. 75 from the floor.
Patrick's got pocket
Wow,
kings.
Patrick with a couple of kings, a couple of cowboys. Big hand alert, big hand alert. Looks like Patrick's going to make it 60 to go. Wow, can't get any action in this game. That's pretty terrible. In this game, pick up pocket kings, feel like you're going to get paid. Can't get any action. Thank you. All right, on to the next one. Thanks for hanging out, guys. 510 uncapped cash. Best bet live. Dan D with the mystery cards.
So a pair of 4s and 5s on this flop.
It was like I was just like making sure you knew that I was next.
You after me?
Yeah, I'm next, and then him.
Check, check, check.
So he checks all around the turn.
Not fucking bad.
Check.
The leg.
Check.
That was a check there.
Checks all around again. Queen on the river.
That's part of the plan.
Dan going to get a pair of queens with those pair of 4s.
If I confuse him that he won't bet, and then I'll be good. I'll get
Easy
free cards.
On to the next hand.
Thank you. Hold on. Alright, strudel in the face. 106. How much would you pay? Everybody else gets 4 cards. You get a 5th card. How much an hour would you pay? All right, fold 7.
Everyone gets
Call
4, I get
8.
5?
Fold 9. Yeah. 75 from the one. I'm sorry.
All right, looks like we got a limp out of Dan D here for the 25 with the ace deuce off suit. Pete's going to bump it up with the ace 10 off. Ross is going to get in there with 9-8 off suit. Does anybody play suited cards in this game? Tony Workman in the chat. What's up, my man? Happy Friday, bro. Gutter ball here for Ross. Ace 10 off for Pete. Dan D flopping top pair. Jim says could have got the whole stack with a better bet.
I see Big Tank in the Facebook chat. How you doing, Tank?
My man, on a Friday. Coming through on a Friday.
8 on the turn.
Turn card doesn't change a whole lot. Ross goes from gutter ball to second pair with gutter ball. Wow, Pete goes pretty big here. Goes 450 into almost 8. Oh, Ross is going to get out of the way. Fold a pair and a gutter. Oh, yikes. I think I might peel that river card one time if I'm Ross. Got more outs than Dan here. Dan only has 3. Ross had all the 9s, all the 8s, and all the 7s. Would have bricked them all, but still. Not a super fun run out as the one-liner to the 7 comes in. Pete's going to click it back, and he's going to scoop this one. 1,600 in the middle, almost 1,700. Wow. Nice pot.
We've definitely seen some decent-sized pots tonight so far. Again, we're not even an hour into the live stream, and it's been mayhem already happening.
Seen some spicy stuff early on. That's what I'm talking about.
How did that end for her? You knew he was on the 1 as well, though. That one hand.
35.
Oh, is it 25? 1 is bluffing on?
Aaron B says this is a bloody 5-10 game. Yeah, these guys are going for the throats. Tony says it's summertime, time to bring the heat. That's what's up, man. When are we going to see you again here on a live stream, big pig dog? Patrick takes that one down, flops top pair. It's good. 9-10 off suit.
If I don't bet that amount, or somebody's going to raise me.
Even if you have ace king right there, that's horrible fold. I'm surprised you did that. That's not really right in my wheelhouse.
I wanted to get the draw out, but
That's all over my wheelhouse. I missed it.
All right, looks like Dan D going to get the straddle on.
I agree.
I can't stop. I can't stop you. What's that?
Will going to open up the king queen off. Pete's in there for the 60 piece with pocket 4s.
It smells terrible. Want to try it?
Don and Patrick out of the way. Looks like this one's going to go heads up. The king queen versus the pocket 4s. Gut shot for Will, and Dan D just going to leave her. Oh, Dan's, I see what happened. Pete called behind with the 4s. Dan limped the jack 8 off. All right, heads up. Wow, Will D takes the lead here. Turns second pair with a gut shot. Michael Tyler in the chat. What's up, guys? What's up, man? Happy Friday.
Are you watching your cat, Alice? Calling him out. You're feeding him snacks? That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Will gets there. Calls 2 streets. So does Dan. Dan makes a queen high straight as Will makes Broadway. Action river card for sure.
150 from the 8.
Man.
Is that, you win a pot, you give him a snack? Is that what it is?
Skipper Will bought all those chips. I think he bought in this game for 30, somewhere in that range.
400.
Will goes for a small-ish raise with the king for the nuts, Broadway. Dan makes the call with the low end of the straight with just an 8. Kind of a cooler there, pretty sick. Dan had the lead on the flop. Will caught up on the turn. Will caught up even better on the river. Pretty sick. Both players, river is straight. Will's just a little bit better. Takes down an $1,100 pot.
Can I get the first one free?
Hey, no comments.
You got a bunch of free hands on the last on my next.
All right, we're on to the next one. If you guys are just tuning in, playing 5-10, no limit, uncapped cash. We're on a 15-minute delay out of Best Bet Jacksonville. Me and my man Big Country in the booth. This is game number 1 of our triple header this weekend. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow we got 2-5, no limit. Sunday we got some PLO action. Make sure to smash that like button. Come back and hang out with us.
1875, somewhere in there. Fold 1.
We got a straddle out of the 9. Looks like Pete's gonna muck.
Call 2. Fold 3. Fold 4. 125 from the 6. Fold 7. Fold 8. Fold 9. And we have a call from the 2. Heads up.
Wow, Chuck with the big slick here. Ace King off.
Call 2.
Big flop. Ace 6 Queen Rainbow. I'm sorry, two-tone.
200 from the 6.
Easy game. Chuck just flops top pair, top kicker. Puts in a little 2/3 bet. Takes down the pot.
He won't be here.
Easy game.
Don won't be here on the 0 chance. He does not like the bomb pots.
Says Don doesn't like bomb pots. I like bomb pots. I just don't know how to win them. Does anybody have any tips for winning bomb pots? I'm 0 for at least 280 lifetime. Looks like Ross going to limp in with the 5-6 of hearts here. Alice going to get out of the way. Dan D going to make the call with the mystery cards. Ooh, the King Jack off suit. Slightly better. And this one's going to go heads up. Oh, wow, Dan raised. Looks like Ross limp, Dan raised. Here we go.
That's a pretty big, good flop if you're Ross. There's quite a few outs to work with.
25.
He's going to throw out a bet at 225. Yeah. Forces Dan to fold.
So we've got 2 answers in the chat of how to win a bomb pot.
Yeah, they're pretty
I can't
funny.
tell you how wrong both of them are. Cusit Owen says bomb pots are easy. Just flop the nuts. The nuts are never good by the river if you flop them in a bomb pot. Never, ever, ever, ever. And Michael Tyler says get ace in a bomb pot. Also, ace is absolutely never good in a bomb pot.
And then Skipper in the Facebook says,
I've tried all of those. That's not how you win bomb pots.
Skipper says in the Facebook, just be the first to get a bet in.
That's not how you win a bomb pot. Everyone has equity. It's uncapped ranges, and everyone has equity. Being the first to bet is only just going to get called. I think the way to win a bomb pot is start with the worst hand, and then that way, when you make some wacky hand like 3s full of 6s, nobody ever sees it coming.
All right, so Alice does flop a pair of 9s here. Dan flopped a pair of trays. Ross, who got nothing, is going to go ahead and get out.
Big turn card for Dan D. Turns, flops a pair, turns the nut flush draw. Pretty strong. Zach says get lucky and flop quads. Yeah, you could probably win a bomb pot that way.
Seems pretty accurate.
Yeah, I've never done that.
But that deuce is going to pair the board, and Alice is going to have the check mark. And she's going to have the best hand with 2 pair.
Get lucky and flop quads is a strong strategy for bomb pots.
So Alice is going to take that down. On to the next hand.
It's also hard to bluff in a bomb pot because, again, people just have uncapped ranges and they can just literally have any 2 cards. I guess maybe you could bluff with some blockers, maybe, in a bomb pot. Maybe. You might still get called by some wacky 2 pair.
Fold 4, fold 6, fold 7. Call 8, fold 9.
El Toro, 1-2-pot limit on the hopper, El Toro.
Fold 2.
I think the way to consistently win a bomb pot is just like try to lose the least. Just try to fold as much as possible.
Second call for El Toro, 1-2-pot limit on the hopper.
Oh, Michael Tyler speaking some truth in the chat says each red chip is a gallon of gas. You're not wrong, buddy. Strange times.
155 for more.
Yeah, that's definitely putting things in perspective.
Call 3. Fold 8. Heads up.
Wow, Don picks up some outs here. He was drawing to a few 6s and aces. He turns a king to give him 10s also.
Attention now, two no limit players walking from
Michael C says go to the bathroom before the bomb pot. Yeah, that's a pretty solid way to never lose. I wish somebody had told me that before I went 280 and 0.
That's not a good average.
No.
Oh, and Don gets it. 10 on the river.
Oh, wow.
Runner for Don. What a way to catch up.
Rainbow, that's a good one too. Love Sylvia. How are you doing on that rainbow? You okay? You good? Gotcha. You need a maybe a
All in.
And there's the shove from Don.
Fold 1.
And Pete's like, nah, I'm good. You can go ahead and take that one down.
Sick run out.
Sick run out for sure.
Attention players, we're now opening new 1-2-pot limit on the hopper game on table 13 for Taylor, Carter, Virginia, Dave B.
You'll see it on the screen. Yes, sir. Make sure to leave that.
Straddle on the 4.
Purge it.
Straddle. 6 folds, 7 folds,
but everybody says
Fold
best in
8,
Florida.
fold 9. Let's not get too far out.
Probably the best they can do.
75,
It's the
Oh,
best.
71,
Alice?
In Cutler. Probably the best.
Carter, best
Oh, wait, Carter. 100 in Florida, right?
I think everywhere. As a casino.
In general?
As a card room.
But in general, like in the nation, you think?
All right, Pete's going to take one down, plus 40 with the 7-6 offsuit.
Yes. Card room.
We're on to the next one. A couple minutes out, we'll drop those stats for you guys. 7:30. We've been rolling about an hour and 15 minutes in tonight's 510 no limit uncapped cash game. We're running some big games lately here at Best Bet Jacksonville. We had a 510 25 uncapped on a random Wednesday night the other night. We're a little 510 action. The 1025's been happening randomly. PLO action's been pretty crazy.
100.
And for those of you guys that don't know, we are gearing up to open our third property
Oh, really?
here by the end of the summer. It's going to be Best Bet St. Augustine, about 40 miles down I-95, exit 207 in St. Augustine, Florida. Looking forward to that.
Guy goes all in and I call, and then he ran the board completely from the flop, and it was way more than
It's going to be a nice room. Everything's going to be brand new.
it was $800 more than the turn day.
Really looking forward to that. We'll still have we'll still keep Best Bet Jacksonville, Best Bet Orange Park up and running.
But if the turn pairs the board, I don't.
Just more options. Some of our players won't have to drive as far.
Bad flush or a straight draw. There's no way. So
We'll still keep all of our big series, big events here at Jacksonville.
I didn't even realize the board was gone all out. So
Going to open around it's going to be about a 60 table room,
call the turn or the flop, and then
and action should be good. Will D going to pick up the ace 4 suited. Looks like he's going to min click the straddle to 50.
175.
Patrick's going to 3-bet out of the small blind with some mystery cards. The 9-7 suited out of the small blind for the 3-bet. Looks like gut shot here on an advantage board. He's got backup clubs also.
150 from 4. Fold 9.
Do you guys just get a new round of beer?
We got 3 more classes coming too.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, it's only going to
are
get better.
they putting emphasis on PLO?
Sorry?
Are they putting emphasis on PLO? Like extra? Because that's
I don't know.
there's some pretty good PLO action. It's not like there's not more table all the time.
Problem is, like, with the new room running, they're just trying to.
Michael T says, drove by the new location the other day. It looks nice. It is nice. Everything's brand new. We're going to switch operating systems to Poker Atlas, I think.
Fold 8. I guess it's not.
So that one's a little more user-friendly. You can do more stuff through the Poker Atlas app for the players. Got some cool stuff we got happening.
Yeah, I've definitely been hearing about that. That's going to be, from what I've heard, it's definitely going to be, like you said, a lot more user-friendly for sure.
Fold 8. Fold 9.
And Chris, no, it's just still, it's still summer 2022. Again, they're targeting sometime in August to try to open.
Check 6. Check 1. Check 2. Check.
Looks like we all check around a turn, and there's a king. Thought I saw somebody had a king in their hand. Yeah, Pete and Ross, both with a king in their hand. Pete, though, with the much better kicker.
Fold 6.
Ross in there with the king deuce suited. Michael C says, will the new place live stream as well? No, I'm pretty sure that's something we're going to keep here in Jacksonville.
Yep.
I think Jacksonville is still going to be the hub of the big action. There might be some bigger games that run down there, but I think for the most part, Jacksonville will still be the hub for the big action.
Yeah, absolutely.
12:45. Straddle in the 9.
We'll still do all of our big series and stuff here at Best Bet Jacksonville, and so the guys who travel on kind of a circuit grind will still come here. AJ asked if we'll be allowed to play there, like OP. I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see why not.
I don't know when. It might be one of those things like when we first came back from the pandemic, we weren't allowed to play off the bat because we wanted to have all the available seats open to people coming back from the pandemic. So it might be a thing like not right away, but who knows? I'm sure it will be eventually. As Alice picks up pocket queens.
That's the second time of the night for her that she's gotten queens.
Man, the last hand time she had them was crazy.
Uh-huh. Lots of mayhem. See what happens this time around. And there's a pair of aces now for Will.
Check 8.
Nobody with a spade in their hand either.
Call done.
My hands are.
Call from 1. Fold 6, fold 7.
Old hands, warm heart.
I think it's a meanie.
Alice
Man.
out of the way with the 2 queens. Out of the way quick.
Yeah, found a way to fold and get out of the way. 10 on the turn.
$700 from the 9.
So Pete's still in the lead with his 2 pair.
Call from 1.
And there's a call, so we are going to see a river. And 10 on the river is going to give Will the best hand.
Wow, big counterfeit here for Pete.
Yeah.
Pete's going to click it back. Knows he just lost.
Yeah, that look at the stain on his face.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah. That's definitely the thing he did not want to see.
Yeah, pretty gross way to lose that hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look at these stats. 730.
Boom. There they are. There you see Patrick still up the most. Alice.
Wow, nice.
I mean, shouts to Alice. After getting stuck early, she's been able to, like within the span of 30 minutes, was able to now be in the black.
To be fair, most of it was because of that massive cooler against Ahmed.
Yeah, so yeah, set over set violence that took place there. And then there's the VPIP of what we've seen so far.
Fold 4, fold 6, fold 7.
Don did just join the table probably about 20 minutes ago.
Call 9 and check. 4 pairs.
Queen 9 ace.
Check. Check 8. 45. 9.
That gives Will a pair of 9s.
You asking for a waitress? Was he asking for a waitress? I thought you were asking for a waitress because I want a waitress.
I got everything I need right here, my whole setup.
The one that'll bring me food and drinks.
You're out of luck.
We do have some spots still available for the rest of our games for the month of June. You can head over to
That we
Best
do.
Bet Jacks, follow the prompts for the live stream tab, hit that drop down menu, ship my man Sage an email, let him know what game and what day you want to play.
Yeah.
Got a couple spots open for the PLO game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's interested in playing a little pot limit Omaha.
Yeah, the streaming weekend tomorrow we have 2-5 no limit hold'em deep stack action scheduled, and as Dustin mentioned on Sunday the 12th, 5-10 PLO. That's what we have in store for the rest of this streaming weekend. But as Dustin mentioned, there are plenty of open seats all across the board for the month of June. If you guys do want to sign up for any of these games, like Dustin mentioned, just head to our website, bestbetjacks.com.
Big flop here for Alice. Flops middle pair with a flush draw.
Will say, though, if you're wanting to try to play on Saturday, June 18th, that's kind of booked already. Yep, 2-2 game. Got 20 names on the list for it.
Straddle on the 3.
And I think on Friday night, we have Guns N' Hoses Friday night on the live stream. So Guns N' Hoses charity event that's taking place. We'll live stream some of that. Michael, looking at the schedule, does not appear that way for what we have on the live stream because we only have one more 2-2 game on our live stream. And as I mentioned, that one is definitely packed up already. I mean, we could definitely add you to the list, but probably a strong chance if you're trying to set up for that game now, be a little bit of a difficult time trying to get on the initial 8.
I don't know which one it is. The one that,
So this is a mono flop. Anyone with a diamond in their hand, no. But Patrick does get a pair of aces on this flop. Will did get a pair of 10s.
he was top 10 in chip league. Large fried rice. Toby?
Oh, more diamonds.
Wow. Not a super fun run out for anybody.
60 from 9. We saw Ben won something.
Event 16. Day 3.
Right there, can I get some ice?
Wow,
Well,
chop it up.
Yeah, how about that?
Check.
Chopping it up.
Chop it up.
Oh, I'm trying to peel that down. I ain't gonna call it that down.
I didn't have no diamonds. No diamonds.
Damn.
Nobody had diamonds. Not a one. Because Billy had them all.
That's right.
Before I hand it
Hurricane
out.
season, your season, right? You need to go around and with a sledgehammer.
Thank you. Straddle on the 4.
All right, got a straddle out of Patrick this hand. Action's going to start on Chuck here in the 6th seat.
25 to go.
Looking down at the king, 10 off. Just going to come in for the min. Come in for the 25.
75 from 1. 12 2. 12 4. Call 6. Heads up.
Heads up, both players miss. Pete in position. 190 in the middle. Perfect spot to fire a little continuation bet. Easy game. Chuck gets out of the way. Nice little ace high board in position. Pretty good spot to just fire one time. See if you can take it down.
Straddle on the 6. Fold 7. Hold 8. Fold 9. Fold 1. 75 from 2. Hold 3. Hold 4.
For 2-5 tomorrow, Michael? Nah, not yet. We do have actually it is full, but like there's only 10 names on the list, so I could throw you on the list for that, and you could potentially get in the 2-5 game tomorrow if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, he's 8. He's 8 right now.
If you want, just give me a heads up. I'll throw you on the list.
Straddle on the 7.
I found 33.
As in 2 digits?
Still be a beast, man. Ridiculous.
Kind of smart.
Call it fun.
All right, Mike, I got you, man. You'll be on that list.
It's super smart.
Call from 8, fold 9. We're on a different level. 90 from the 1. Fold 2. Fold 3. Fold 4. Call from the 6.
You need to update the picture.
I didn't see any picture. Is it a bad picture?
92. 90. Call from the 8. We have 3.
Pete picking up the black queens here. Going to make it 90 to go and get called in 2 spots. Dan D with the ace-8 off.
Pair of 5s and a tray here, so
3-5-5 board. Pretty good flop for 2 black queens. 3-5-5 rainbow.
25. Call 6.
Chuck's in there 2. Made the call. Dan, yeah, not a good night for Dan. He's kind of miserable right now.
Not the worst flop for Chuck because
Not
just
yet.
like this, he could pick up some backdoor straight outs.
Yeah, either a 6, an ace, or a 4 for Chuck. So he does check it over to Pete.
Oh, Pete, please don't check. There you go. Pete's going to pile it here. Looks like it goes big.
Looks like 6'10".
6-10 into 750.
Yep, and there's the call from Chuck.
Chuck calls with the open ender.
Ooh, whiffs. And now Chuck's going to check it over to Pete.
Pete might slow down here and click it back. Yep, he does. Shows the 2 queens.
I moved it. Sorry. Thanks, I threw it. I get value and then I just give it away to everyone else. Hang on. Just hang out for like another hour, I promise.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. About an hour and a half into tonight's 510 uncapped cash game. Myself and Big Country in the booth tonight. Knocked out a couple hand of the weeks for you guys. Be on the lookout for those coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Just in a couple weeks. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely have some videos up this coming week for sure. Might be the highlight video for the month of May. And then Hands of the Week will be posted after that. Alice is going to flop a pair of 10s, 5 on a turn.
Gut shot here for Ross. He's in there.
Ace on the river. Wow.
Dan D.
It's just to say.
Dan D backs into it and then checks.
We're doing a bob putt.
Yeah, man.
How much? 25?
Mike said, did he buy in for 30K?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
That's right.
Let's do $200 2 boards. How to do that?
I cannot 2 board.
If I pay it,
15.
sure. But you can't. You gotta get all the winnings, and you gotta pay the
No, that's ridiculous.
13.
I will pay for my time.
Alright,
Unless it's free.
it's not free.
Don sounds like he runs like me at Bob Pots.
No, I can't.
Maybe he figured out the hack. The only way to not lose in them is just to fold pre,
You can't do 2 boards at all.
not participate.
You can run it twice?
You can run it twice, but we can't do the.
Oh, we playing after the flop, right?
Wait, what am I doing? Oh, we're doing. Okay, we're doing bomb.
Minus stop.
Okay.
But we're playing after the flop, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna go straight to a flop. You in? Quarter? Quarter bomb pot?
Check down
Yeah.
the line or something.
Bomb pot.
All right, well, seems to be some confusion about what a bomb pot is.
Yeah.
You guys got this. You guys can get it together.
You guys are seasoned enough. You guys will figure this out eventually.
Just 2 hands ago. She walked right there. I thought she came for you.
So I'm doing quarter bomb pot, but Dom's not in.
I don't know. That one girl, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Best position ever. Just like 200.
it's easy to check.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not.
Let it check, right?
No, I check.
You gonna sweat?
He is.
All right.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Well, yeah,
Check
a little bit
nine.
of
Check 1, check 2,
check.
Wow, nut flush draw here for Will.
4. All in.
On the flop.
Love to see that if you're Will.
Nobody with an ace, which is kind of strange in
And
a
then-
bomb pot.
And then you have Chuck going all in on this.
What is Chuck trying to represent here? Just ripping it for 600 to win 2? Yikes, what is happening?
Well, as I say,
7-0.
not exactly sure what's
5-7-0.
Trying to rep the 2 pair, maybe? Will got the nut flush draw.
and they're still
Kind of getting a bad price, though. Got to call 650 to win 817. Not a very good price.
interest. Yeah, wow. And Will's gonna get rid of it. Wow.
I don't photos with you, Chuck.
What am I doing?
I don't see that.
Yeah, it will say don't show it, Chuck.
But you got better too. Hey, King 6.
The first person to bet a ball ball's gonna win. 9 times.
I
So
can't believe that worked.
Chuck's like bunch of
so back to who was it that said
King 6.
where was it at up here? Skipper saying be the first to get the bet in on the bomb pot. All right, Chuck.
I had a bigger bet and you dominated. You bluffed me, Chuck. I like that.
My bad.
See you home pack.
Non-shotable, isn't it?
They laughing at me on the live stream, man.
Nah, he was getting a really bad
Nah,
price.
as I say, in this case, nah, we're not laughing at you this time, Will.
Yeah, he had to call 650 to win. Maybe if somebody calls in between, it'd be a little different, but calling 650 to win 800 is definitely a pretty terrible pot.
Yeah.
Daniel Ray says, beautiful, hot day in Colorado. I'm trying to get out there before the end of the year. Somebody told me about a new property that just opened up out there.
Colorado's definitely a nice state.
It is a nice place.
Definitely want to go back out there and visit myself.
Yeah, Colorado's a great spot.
2 puts and a quad.
Yeah, on the
For
ball.
PLO though.
Nice. Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
No limit, $400 tournament. Flop is A69. 3-way all in on the.
I don't know anything about the action in Colorado. I've never heard good or bad things about the action out there.
What? Wait.
Grossest thing ever for you.
And this is set up here.
It feels like it, yeah. Alright, 4-3.
I put in the
75
folded,
from the
that
floor,
happens
6,
and
7.
snap get out of
Oh, you snapped Chris cash out. Alright, king of diamonds exposed. Right? Calling the
What was
nine.
the burn? What was that? Key down.
2 sevens for Patrick here. Under the gun +2. Going to open it up to 75.
94.
Gets called by ace 10 from Will, and Will outflops him here big time.
Dang, big flop for Will. And I think even better turn.
Wow.
It's now trip aces for Will. Patrick having to pray for a 7. Well, quads.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Quads alert.
That'll work out. Quads are always good.
325.
Patrick does make a full house, man. It's very hard to fold a full house.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Jack kind of makes sense. I think he might actually find the fold here.
I'm the guy who dropped the yellow chip on Sunday.
Tailored 74. They actually, as far as I know, they made full no limit games. You can play no limit hold'em in Colorado now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they did have weird spread limit rules forever. They changed those.
And yep, Patrick does find a fold. He gets out.
Yeah, he loses to hands, even like pocket eights in that spot.
Come on, man.
Just kind of gross.
Yeah, pretty disgusting there.
Little boat. I know, little tugboat.
Little tugboat.
That's a weird name. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a unique one.
All right, on to the next one. Got a straddle out of Don here. The action's going to start on Patrick, who just had to put aces full of sevens in the muck. The Jack 10 suited. Here we go. Bump it up.
Swipe right, my friend. GTO is swipe right 100% of the time.
Gonna get called in multiple spots here. Pete calls with the ace jack off. Ross is in there with 2 6s.
Mono board. Anybody with a heart in their hand? Well, Patrick's got a mystery hand, but I don't think he has a heart in his hand. We do get to see a river.
Is 8-4 suited the best hand right now?
I think so. Yep, pair of 8s for Don.
Nice, easy 300 gets shipped his way.
Thank you, sir.
Actually turned him a little bit on the turn. That's sixes.
Quick little 300. Easy game, 8-4 suited. Just call out of the straddle. Win the pot.
So Alice has queen 8 suited. Dan ace trace suited. Will also a suited hand, but he's going to get rid of it. No 7 deuce for Will. All right, so we got 4 players.
Queen jack 5 with 2 clubs.
So a pair of jacks for Patrick.
Patrick's going to get the best of it.
7 on the turn. Looks like it checks all back around.
Again, nobody with a club.
Jack.
Got a pair of jacks.
Pair of jacks are going to be good for Patrick, who has won the most.
Yeah, jack 9 suited, easy game. Get the check mark, 4-way pot, out of position.
That's a shout out to Adonis with the jack 9, taking that one down.
Seth, my man, what's up, buddy? Hope everything's good. Hoping to catch you out there in Vegas in a couple weeks when I go. As soon as I can hit the lottery and pay for one of these plane tickets.
Yeah, plane tickets the prices on them right now are wild.
Thank you, sir.
We talked about earlier, and like the cheapest flight I think found out to the west is like around $650, $700.
Yeah, that's if you want to fly at some. Like I found one the other day. It was like 600 or something, or 580 or something, and then it was like, well, you have to leave at 6 in the morning, and you get to Vegas at like 11 p.m. at night.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know where. I guess they take you the scenic route.
Yeah, I was gonna say how many layovers is that?
I don't know. As soon as I saw the time, I immediately canceled it. Looked at it, walked away.
Yeah. That would be a negative.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, though. Action on Patrick here in the big blind with the King 6 suited. Looking down at a raise. Got some wacky hands out there. The 7-4 off from Pete in the cutoff was the raise. Gets called by Ross with the ace 8. Chuck comes along with the jack 9 offsuit, and we're going 3 ways with some kind of wacky hands. Here we go.
So 6, a queen, and a king.
Somehow misses everybody.
It's kind of been like that the past few hands. It seemed like, unfortunately, no one able to hit on flops right now at the moment.
Check. 6. Check.
You get your first round.
I get my first round free. Let's go.
Ace on the turn, so now Ross is able to get something there.
I think I want some food to check. Let me think about
Deuce on the river, and
The flush.
flush for Pete.
Pete gets the check mark with the spades as the pre-flop opener. Everybody's going, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Seth, for sure, you got your flight yet? Let me know when you're going.
What are you doing?
exactly what happened. Button's good.
Thank you.
The 7 of spades takes that one down.
Yeah.
The 7-4 offsuit as the pre-flop open.
If I knew he had 7-4, I would have done it.
What a weird hand that was.
Now you know.
I really
You know I'm capable.
So it looks like I'm missing and then I don't know.
Usually capable is
We'll have that
like,
spade come out now and show it.
you know, good plays. 7-4, I don't know if they use capable.
This game's been kind of wild compared to our normal 2-5 games.
Cards came out different. I would have kept.
Our normal 2-5 game or 5-10 games play pretty close to the cuff, you know. I think a lot of the big 5-10 regs are out of town, so
Yeah.
we just kind of get this group of randos that want to play 5-10. Let's go.
And they're just having a time right now, you know.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Because it works.
Folding 3, 4, and 6, and 9.
I guess I'm using the house money to do it, so here we go.
Ooh, I do change my
Oh, my
friend.
bad,
Don't
my
steal
bad, my
my
bad, my
job.
bad.
Don't steal my job. All right, we are heads up. He took her job.
Ace, king, queen, rainbow. Gut shot for Pete. Ross got the mystery cards.
Check and a quarter. Buck and a quarter on the 2. And a call.
Well, I also took his job and I didn't mean to, but
Bet and a call.
check.
One pair.
You're winning.
I do?
You do.
Pair's good. Pair trays on the river. Good. I don't know how we got there. I can't see his other cards, but
Thank you.
pair trays takes down 46 big blind pot.
7-4? He had 7-4.
Wait 15.
AJ says booked Vegas in August for 366 out of jacks. That's cool, man, but in August the World Series will be over. I'm trying to get out there for the WSOP. Yeah, I mean, I saw him.
Kind of doesn't help you at that point.
So 2 things. One, I saw him in September for like 175, which is probably going to be a go. But also, somebody told me that they're bringing a new airline here to Jacksonville that's going to have direct flights, like another budget airline called Breeze, maybe, or something like that.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Breeze
they don't-
Airlines, yep.
They don't start flying until August, I believe. Oh, yeah, AJ knows about it. Oh, September?
6.
150 each way. Wow, that's pretty good.
Non-stop, 150 each way. Lock it up.
Check on the 6. 3.
150 each way. That's like one hand of pie gal. Let's go.
Right.
And 3 folds. Cut yourself off?
What?
Cut yourself off.
Yes. Not bad.
Don't give it
All right, we got about 3 more hours, right? 3 more hours of live stream?
Yeah.
Sick. 3 more hours of 5-10. uncapped cash.
Yeah, we'll be taking this live stream till about 11:15 or so.
Cool.
So yeah, we're approaching the 2-hour mark. We've already seen some chaos ensuing. Game's kind of slowed down a little bit, but I mean, hey, that's the nature of poker. Sometimes you do hit some slow parts here and there, but we've already seen some hero calls. We've seen some set over set violence. Yeah, it's been a lot going on in tonight's game.
Well, you know, these guys came out swinging, so it's only natural that they would hit a lull.
Oh, of course. Especially with how things were at the beginning of this, for sure. All right, now King High still very much. Actually, no, pair of 9s for Patrick. Is he able to get a 9 on the flop there? Do want to remind you guys too, next Saturday, the 18th, we do have our 24 karat gold day, 24K day, starting at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's a cool promotion.
Yep, $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes. Again, that's going to be taking place on Saturday, June 18th. So definitely make plans to be here for that. That promotion is going to run from 10 a.m. until 2 a.m. And again, you can check out all of our promotions and all of our tournament information that we have on the website, bestbetjacks.com. And again, in July, I know a lot of you guys are excited for the month of July because we are going to have our Christmas in July promotion. As Don here is going to flop 2 pair.
Confirmed. I asked Sage 2 days ago if we were doing Christmas in July this year. He said, yeah, Christmas in July, Best Bet Jacksonville, confirmed. Let's go.
Absolutely. Now, there may be some new wrinkles in the promotion. But yes, the 12 days, Christmas in July is for sure going to be taking place starting on July 12th. I know when we did our 12 Days of Christmas promotion last winter, we had Orange Park incorporated in that too on the final 2 days. It was at both locations. Not sure if they're going to do that again, but
yeah, that was kind of cool. Give some of the Orange Park patrons a shot at it. And hopefully not long after that, we'll be opening the doors of our brand new property in St. Augustine.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited about that. I've had, I know whenever I'm listing brushing, I've had at least maybe 2 or 3 calls of people asking if we had any new information. And I always tell them, it's like, we'll have it up on the website as soon as we know as well. So, you know, definitely keep checking the website as you'll get updates there as when that St. Augustine location is going to open.
You know, that's a really good answer. From now on, when people ask me, I'm just going to direct them to you. I'm going to give them your phone number.
Oh, no. Let's not do that. I'd rather not.
Alice, what are you doing? You wait one?
I'm just going to direct them straight to Ryan.
Don't do that. That'll just make me more grumpy.
I keep hearing different dates, but you know, I think it's looking like late July-ish right now.
Late July, early August, potentially.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Was the last I heard.
Yeah, I was wondering, so how I don't know anybody.
But who knows? I think probably everyone is still dealing with some post-pandemic logistics issues. So subject to change. I get why they haven't put out like a hard date yet.
Yeah.
What an answer.
Pete's going to open the ace-queen offsuit. Going to get called by Dan D with the jack tray of diamonds.
Deuces in 10, king on the turn.
Clubs come in on the turn.
55 is one hand of Hell no. Yes, absolutely.
started. But
I let Chuck make me 4 pints set of threes.
Whoa, you haven't said it.
Alright, Chuck, give him a bid. I don't know what Alice left again. She ran off.
What is happening? Got the whole table walking.
Yeah, as I say, this is the, you guys know better than that. Can't be walking on a live stream table.
Alright, so straddle on the 8. Holding the 9. Holding the 1. Holding the 2. Holding the 3. Hold 4.
Everybody having a couple beers. Nice little casual Friday night. That's what I like to see. Speaking of beers, wait till you see the hand of the week we just did today.
Yeah, there's a certain hand that features a stream favorite, one Pittsburgh Paul. You guys may remember a certain hand.
Chuck turns the flush here, fires at it with the 7-8 suited, takes it down.
It's not a mandatory, so if you want to straddle for a quarter, that's fine. Alright, so instead of the big ones, you have a quarter straddle. You're good, we're good. We're chilling.
We'll drop some stats for you guys after this hand. Just realized it's past 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 4, 9, 1, 2, 75 and 3.
Dan D gonna limp the 10-8 off. 150 each way to Vegas. I'm excited about this. This sounds fun. All right, looks like we got 4 ways to the flop. Don's in there. I think Don raised. Oh, no. Don going to open up the king, queen offsuit. Patrick right next door going to 3-bet the suited wheel cards. I like this play. Spice it up a little bit. Alice gets out of the way. Dan D gets out of the way. Will gets out of the way. It's kind of a weird spot for Don. This hand doesn't play super well as a call. I think Don can 4-bet this. Sometimes he blocks some of the strongest hands. Kings, queens, ace king, ace queen. Pretty good flop here for Patrick. Flops top pair, nut flush, backdoor nut flush outs, and a wheel draw. Wow, what a turn card.
Oh, boy. Yeah, basically secures everything, Patrick. Don cannot catch up at all. Bet at 200. And Don's going to go ahead and toss that one in the muck rather quickly. So there we go. Good run for Patrick, who continues to run well. And as Dustin mentioned, we'll go ahead and show you those stats now. And Patrick up 3,100.
Look at Ross, up 6 big blinds.
There you go. And then Will's up now, too, up 1,600. Alice is up. Pete's up. Dan, a rough night for Dan, though. Down 4K at the moment. But he could catch one hand, maybe try to make all that back.
That's true.
And there is a look at the VPIP. Don with the lowest VPIP. Of course, he did join the table about like an hour ago or so. Pete, Ross, and Dan D all with VPIPs in the 40% range.
7, 8, 4, 9, 4, 1.
Don's going to open the pocket fours here. Under the gun +2. Alice with a 3-bet here. Ace-10 suited. And gets it done. Gets through Don. Don folds. Doesn't want to play a big pot out of position with small pocket pair. Like Ryan just said, Alice unstuck back in the black as the result of a massive cooler early on in the session. What was that, like the second orbit?
Yeah, it was early second orbit when that was happening.
Sounds like we're firing down another PLO game. PLO's been big here at Best Bet Jacksonville over the past, 3 months or so. We've been having multiple PLO games every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Gary C in the chat, what's up? You got me a big country?
Some of these names you come up with, Gary. But good to see you in the YouTube chat, man. Hopefully you are doing well. Someone answered the phone.
Got Ryan on tilt.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you.
Nothing more aggravating than hearing like loud ringtones.
Keep going.
Looks like someone is done for the night.
Is that Ross? Ross going up to PLO, maybe?
Looks like Ross is heading
He's
to PLO.
going to book that big $65 win. Take it upstairs, maybe try to 3 or 4 exit.
I got a bad news.
Alright.
My wife looked alive.
What did he say?
I don't know what he said.
Something about his wife?
He's going to be the best one.
My wife looked alive.
I don't know what he said.
9.
Dan's going to jump in there with the 8-6 offsuit.
I'm playing?
Call 1. Call 3.
All right, we got 4 players for the limp, for the quarter piece.
Alright, 4 players. 6 seconds.
Top pair here for Pete. Jack 9 offsuit.
You can watch today. He can watch today. 125 from the 8.
It was like 4 behind.
Yeah, 5.
Call on the 1. 3, 4. Alright, heads up.
Heads up. Here we go.
Check, check.
Ace on the turn. Looks like it checks all around. River is a queen.
Check, check. What we got?
Once again, Jack 9.
Check.
Sealing the deal.
Oh, my goodness. You guys in the chat, let me know when you guys are going to Vegas, what events you're playing, what you got going on. I'm thinking about playing the 777 tournament, and I think there's also like a deep stack that week, maybe like an 800 or a 1K deep stack.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you guys are going to be out there, what you guys are playing. Again, shout out to my boy Ben Diebold, shipping the 10K Dealer's Choice event 2 days ago, 3 days ago. My man got his first bracelet, went in like a 4-1 chip lead, and locked it up.
All right, so it looks like we do have a new. Wait, is that a new player, or did Ross come back?
I think he came back. I don't think he actually left. I don't think he took his check.
Okay. I was saying, like, wait a minute, that looks like Ross still.
King 10 off for Patrick. Going to bump it up to 30. He got called by somebody. Got called by Pete and Ross.
Ross are both in there. Ooh, King, Queen, 9. So Patrick got a pair of kings, Pete with a pair of 9s.
Top pair with a gut shot.
But Patrick's going to go ahead and scoop up.
Easy game. Thanks again for hanging out with us, guys. About 2 hours into live play here in our 5-10 no limit uncapped cash game. Again, we're on a 15-minute delay out of Jacksonville. Ryan and I are watching the delay in real time with you guys.
That we are. All right, we got Billy going back in the box now as we are officially 2 hours into the live stream. So we have 3 more hours to go at least.
Alice, do you want a pumpkin? Alice, do you want a pumpkin?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'll take one.
You don't want it?
Yeah, no, I don't mind.
I'm giving them away.
How you want it? How you want it?
Oh, okay.
You want more glasses?
Almost like get things situated. So here we are. Getting on to the next hand.
No more bumper?
Man, Billy in the box taking the rake, and then we'll get this thing on the road.
We're doing a ball pot?
Yeah, they still haven't gotten the bomb pot thing figured out here. Of course, again, Chuck kind of threw a wrench into the last bomb pot we saw.
Ready to order. Maybe I'll pay when I get it.
I think that was the last hand he won.
Yeah.
I think it was the last hand he played.
Seems like it.
No, that's not true. He played. He made a flush, 7-8 suited.
That's right. He did. Yeah. He did.
Pete's gonna 3-bet with the big slick here.
But I'll also take white rice. I don't know if you can.
I think it's straddle pot with a limp, maybe, or maybe we'll open the 7-6 suited.
All right. So heads up here. Queen, an 8, and a 6. So Will did flop a pair of 6s.
Oh, wow.
I think he's got 2 pair now. And he does.
Turns 2 pair and gets called by ace king. Oh, wow. Front door hearts get there, as well as a couple of different straight draws. 2 pair good for a quick 315. Gets shipped over to Will.
Straddle on the 7. Fold 8. Fold 9. Call 1. Fold 2. Fold 3.
In the muck. Looks like we have a raise out of
Fold 6.
Pete here. Oh, no, a limp. A limp with the Jack-10 suited. Alice is going to raise from the 25 from the straddle. Ace Jack offsuit. The Jack would be messy. Oh, wow. Big flop for Pete. Flops the open ender.
Call 1.
Alice with the gutter to Broadway. $365 in the middle. Alice looks like she's going to go big here. 350 into 365. Almost a pot size bet. Pete doesn't love it. He's only got 5 outs to improve. Gets rid of it. Alice is going to take one down. Ace, queen, offsuit, good. Like we said a little earlier, guys, we do have the 1K 1 day, or the 1 day 1K, I should say, coming up in about 2 weeks here at Best Bet Jacksonville. We're starting to run daily satellites to get into that thing.
Yeah, $160 satellites with the $20 rebuy, which is pretty sweet to say the least with those satellites that's going into that. We also do have the Best Bet 500 that is going to be on the 26th. So the very next day after that 1K one-day event on the 25th of June, we'll have the Best Bet 500 on the 26th.
Pretty sick weekend, a 1K right into a 500.
Yep.
If you're a tournament grinder, it's pretty sick, pretty good value.
Yeah, good. It's going to be a good tournament weekend for sure. And again, definitely mark your calendars for that. And of course, it is going to lead all into July, which we did announce earlier. We will have Christmas in July, so be ready for that. Very popular promotion that we run here at our location, Best Bet Jacksonville. So right now, Pocket Trays in the lead for Patrick.
Sounds like we're firing down more cash games on a Friday night.
That we are. It's, well, the high hand is picking back up too for tonight. So we'll start back up 400 every 30 minutes.
You can eat at the table. I'm just saying you have that option.
Looks like we got 2 players walking.
Oh wait, just kidding, just kidding. What's that? Well, yeah, but it's a straddle. I didn't see the straddle right there, so technically they're not folded yet. Starts over here. No, you're good. You're good. I just didn't recognize it. I was focusing on this. Fold 3.
Little mix up with the straddle. Look kind of weird in time rate games. You deal in every spot regardless if the player's not there.
Mm-hmm.
The logic being they paid for those hands.
Fold 9, fold 1. Four in here. Check. Check 2. Check 4. 175. 6. Fold around. Then good.
Ace queen, good. We're playing 5-10 PLO on Sunday?
That's what it looks like, 5-10 PLO. There are open spots, though, for anyone that does want to sign up for a 5-10 PLO game. Do have some open spots where we can fill those seats. Tomorrow, we will be doing 2-5 no-limit hold'em action as well.
First place should be big, man, right?
Fold 3, fold 4, fold 6, fold 7.
Near final table. The prize
Fold 8.
versus over $500,000.
Call from 9, fold 1.
You still playing, Toby?
150.
Final call for the meta for 2-2.
Fold 9.
Ross puts in a big bet there, makes it 150 to go with the 7-5 offsuit.
That was enough for it to go through.
Yeah, that one works.
Over $2 million. He's in 7th. Perfect spot.
What's 10th place?
Ahead of
You got to pay us out yet?
Straddle on the 3.
it looks like Fox and Howie. He's in the money big by a lot. I think Foxen's got eliminated. Oh no, he's still in. Foxen's still in.
75 and 4.
What's Fox? You from here?
Fold 6.
Fox is from here?
Fold 7.
Professional.
Fold 8.
He's a big dog.
He's a big dog. Yeah.
They all screw up.
I mean, he wants to be like.
Yeah, they all screw up.
All right, Don, flexing on the camera. I see you.
Tell him, Will. I hear you. I got you back on that.
Oh, okay. Ross is going to have Aces, American Airlines.
It's the first time we've seen aces all night.
Yeah, it has, and unfortunately, nobody else has anything to go with them on.
Oh,
so
gross. That's the worst.
yeah,
Action game. Finally pick up aces. You're just already spending the money in your head.
and no action.
No action.
Absolutely nada.
Can't believe I saw King Queen offsuit go in the muck for a single bet.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I'm like, wait a minute, why? You could still play with that hand.
It's going to be hard.
Oh, straddle.
Straddle. We can look at one card and then straddle.
Oh, I look at both. 2 aces.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
At least he's honest. Fold 6, fold 7. Call 8.
I always appreciate Billy's dry sense of humor.
125.
I agree. One of the best in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Call 3.
Attention players, we're now opening a 2-2 hold'em game on table 39 for KT 10 CMC.
Yeah, the games are definitely revving up for sure in the room.
Firing down another one?
Firing down another one. Actually, I can tell you what we have going on right now as we're gearing up for Friday night. We're not gearing up for the spots.
Made for tournaments. You sit here like this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's literally made for that.
Get a life.
We were thinking about those postures.
There's no relaxation on a table like this.
That's why I keep always keep.
All right, yeah, so things are starting to ramp up in the room a little bit.
5,
Got 12 2-2 tables, 7 2-5 no limit hold'em tables going. 2-4 land picking up a little bit with 3 2-4 limit hold'em games. How about this? 2 5-5 Big O games going tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
2 1-2 PLO games and a 5-5 PLO game, and then of course with what you're watching, the 5-10 no limit hold'em game we have going tonight as well. So yeah, here it is, 8:30 on a Friday night, and things are starting to pick up.
I'm all about the mixed games.
I was going to ask, is that your favorite? You seem to really do enjoy those mixed games a lot.
For this cat, I thought you said for the main.
I like Stud 8er better. That's my favorite game.
He's got a crystal ball.
But
Looking into it.
I think mixed games are a little more fun to play. The problem is they're hard to find for the most part. Like you can just find a hold'em game anywhere.
Right, yeah.
It's hard to find a good mixed game. They're becoming increasingly rare. And I don't know. I think they're fun. It's like playing 3 different games at the same time.
Yeah. I know anytime we do like a horse event or stuff like that, I know like you're all about those.
Yeah, those are usually my events. I usually run those. I like hold'em too. I just
in other words, you like it all.
I like mixing it up. You know?
Yeah.
Mixed game comes around, I'll jump in the mixed game. If we run a mixed game event here, I'll run the event. I like to just mix it up.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don with the ace-10 suited, looking down at it, going to open it up to 75. Patrick picks up 2 black 5s on the button. Going to make the call. Chuck comes along with the 10-7 suited. And Dandy says, you know what, 50 more, I'm in there. Dandy getting a little short, down to 100 big blinds, if that stack is accurate.
I mean, he is stuck the most, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Gut shot for Don. The pocket 5s are somehow still in the lead for Patrick. Still in the lead. Clubs come in on the turn. I think Don could have fired this flop. It's easier to say now that we can see people's hands, but he could have fired this flop and I think taken it down. Instead, he's going to check it over to Patrick, who's going to fire 30% and I think probably get through the field.
Don going to get out too, and yep, there's the fold from Don. So Patrick's going to go ahead and scoop that one up. Patrick continuing to run well tonight, though. He is up. I think he's up close to being over 3K now. Yeah, Patrick up over 3K.
Patrick recognizes the spot after everyone checks twice and decides it's probably a safe spot to fire. All right, here we go. Heads up, Ross v. Dan. I know Ross has an ace in his hand, the ace-8 off. Dan 6 with the king-6 suited. There you hear it, firing down another 2-5 game. The room's picking up.
It is indeed.
Getting busy on a Friday. All right, it's about 8:30. We'll play one more hand and we'll take a look at the stats so far in tonight's 5-10 uncapped cash game. We had a couple of deep buy-ins in this game. I think everyone came in for over 2K.
Yeah, I think the average buy-in was like around that 3 to 5K range.
Strong.
Yeah. Will was the only one that bought in for like a really big amount. Bought in for just a hair over 30K.
Jack 9 suited for Chuck.
Yep.
He's going to bump it up to 125. Man, it goes big. 5x the straddle.
Oh, and
Dan D looks down at Big Slick. Dan D hasn't had a real hand all night.
But this is a hand he'll definitely play. Ace King suited.
No, just with the call. Out of position.
Interesting.
I don't love that, Dan D. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, there's so 4 players in total on the flop here.
Yeah, this is exactly why that's kind of problematic. You just invite the other guys to come along.
And look at Chuck flopping a flush draw to the spades. Has the highest equity out of everyone. And a shove from Chuck. I mean, he only had a little under 1,000 in, so figured out it's a good time to shove, especially after that flop. Dan's gonna fold. So definitely, you think definitely a bit of a misplay there from Dan, huh?
Yeah, I think facing a raise out of the hijack, I think he could definitely put in a 3-bet. Out of the small blind especially, you're gonna have the worst position for the duration of the hand.
Chuck's gonna scoop up the pot there. Straddle is on. Chuck's gonna make the call. King 10 offsuit. Alice is gonna re-raise it to 100 with ace queen offsuit. Will's gonna be in there with queen jack suited. Pete as well, 5-4 suited. Oh, a lot of players are gonna be in. So we got 5 players at a flop here. Pair of 9s and a jack. Will does flop
Check
2
9,
pair.
Check 1, check 2. Check 6. And check out.
Jack 9-9 with 2 spades.
10 on the turn.
Spicy turn card. Gives Alice a open ender to the nuts, basically.
225 from the 9.
Well, to Broadway, not quite to the nuts, I should say.
Fold 2.
Oh, Will's gonna bet 275. There's Chuck. Did get a pair of 10s on turn, but definitely not enough. He's gonna go ahead and fold. So now on Alice, looking for either an 8, a king, or an ace. Has a few outs to play with.
1100.
Well, bumps up to 1100 is Alice. Wow.
Linda, 2 no limit for Linda.
Now decision time for Will. He does currently have the best hand, but that bet Alice definitely testing. And it's good enough. Will folds, Alice is going to scoop.
Nice play out of Alice. Nice pot, 18-25 in the middle. Gets shipped over to her.
Thank you. Straddle in the 3.
Most of the time. I mean, sorry.
Nelson, 1 2 pot limit over Nelson.
Every individual person that least once.
Table 17, Nelson.
I say you bluff every individual person that you play with at least once.
I can't block the guy on your
Final call for
neighbor.
Linda, 2 no limit.
Fold 6.
I ain't never seen a bluff.
She bluffed me, man. I know for a fact.
Who's your neighbor?
She might
This
have.
guy on your right.
She might
She got
have.
one through and then one.
Alice is wild.
I've never seen it. I got
Yeah,
it.
she's been playing pretty aggressive tonight.
About 10 stories from last weekend.
Now she's got a pair of 6s in her hand
It's 10 and a quarter game
and no other action. She's going to go ahead and scoop up.
against me.
I haven't seen one.
And then she turned around to hunt and play.
All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the 8:30 stats.
Just do that. Show you who's up, who's down. And it continues to be a strong night for Patrick. Wow. Up over 3K for him. Will is up over 1,600. Alice is up over 1,200. Pete and Ross. Well, Ross is up 1 big blind. We'll take that, though, ladies. And Dan, a night he probably would want to forget right now, but
Ross up 1 big blind.
yeah,
In the black.
yeah. And there's a look at the V-pips there.
Dan DV pipping about 50%.
And Dan right now trying to just get something.
Man wouldn't have it. Guy wouldn't have it instead.
Even Will V pipping at 21%. That's strong for him.
5-8-7, pretty good flop for Will. Now board does pair on the turn.
Fold.
200.
2 9s, looking pretty good in this spot. Will takes it down, plus 325.
And Don announced it quickly he was going to fold.
You got a short bluff, Alex.
Shout out to my boy Charlie C, shipping 1 in Vegas at the South Point. Shipped one of their series events.
Good for Charlie.
I think they chopped 4 or 5 ways, but I think Charlie had the most chips, took down the most in the chop. Shout out to him.
That's great to hear for Charlie, especially.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, it's great to hear for Charlie.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie. That's what's up.
I can't be happy for Charlie.
No, the way you said it sounded like the way you said it sounded like, well, anybody can win a tournament.
Not at all.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I like Charlie.
Yeah, me too. That's my boy. Repping the best bet swag. Sent me the photo. That's what's up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I got to see it.
Pump for him. I'll show you. Tournaments are hard, man. It's hard to win a tournament.
Oh, 100%.
Me.
There's so many variables, so many variants when it comes to tournaments.
Yeah, trust
But I know,
me,
but I definitely know Charlie is a tournament grinder, though, for sure. So Jack on the river, ace high, gonna be good for Dan D.
Ace high good, gets a check mark.
Shaking your head, Dan.
Dan D takes it down.
Straddle and accept. Fold 8. Fold 9. Fold 1. 80 from the 2. Fold 3. Fold 4. Call. 6. Call 7. 3 play. Check 6. Check 7. 210. Fold and fold.
Ross takes one down with the King Jack off suit on the Ace Jack 7 board. 455 in the middle. Gets shipped. Let's go. Got about 2.5 more hours left in tonight's live stream game. Shout out to you guys for hanging out with us on a Friday night. We appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with 2-5, no limit, $1,500 max. Pumped out 2 hand of the weeks earlier today. Those will be uploaded within the week. Excited for you guys to see those. A lot of cool stuff happening here at Best Bet Live. A lot of cool stuff.
Put that game on that.
7-8 suited for Ross. Opens it up to 80. Gets through the lip from Pete as Chuck just flats out of position with the Ace-King offsuit. Oh, man. Both players hit the flop. Top pair versus bottom pair. Looks like the flop goes check, check. A gut shot here for Ross to the 10. Man, Chuck goes big. Goes 150 into 180. A snap fold out of Ross, and Chuck takes that one down. Chuck been a little card dead so far in tonight's stream. Haven't really, he hasn't really had much to work with. We did see him just rip it into that bomb pot earlier and take that one down. That was pretty sick.
Trafficking capital between Canada and the city.
No straddle this hand. Action's going to start on Will.
Actually, you know, it's pretty horrible to say, but the shooter that went up to 9.
Looks like Will's just going to come in for the limp here with 2 8s under the gun. Ross going to limp the 9-6 offsuit. All right, 4 ways to the flop in a limp pot. Ace, 5, deuce, rainbow. Pocket 8's still in the lead here from Dan D, who's going to lead with bottom. I'm sorry. Will's got the 8s. Dan's going to lead with bottom pair, and I think this one's going to work in the limp pot. Yep, this one gets through. Fires with the jack deuce. Off suit. Takes down the pot. So, yeah, guys, I haven't finalized it yet, but I've been looking almost daily, and I think I'm going to be in Vegas the 9th through the 19th. Not 100% sure where I'm staying, but I'll be around. If anybody's going to be there, hit me up. Let's hang out. Let's get dinner. Let's drink beer. Let's play poker somewhere. I'm down for all of it. If anybody thinks they're going to be out there, or if anybody's already out there, I'm down, man. I'm always down to get dinner. Always down to hang out. Let me know.
I already fixed it for him.
No. Raise these bars where the cameras are. The lights.
All right, quick dealer change. Got my man Chiave back in the box.
Can't show you his super strength right now.
Scoop up the rake, and we'll be back in business.
I understand. You're very humble.
Alright, so I got a quarter in the one.
Looks like a raise to 25. A 3-bet from Ross with the 9-10 suited.
I try. I'm like 85% left. But the other 15 that's in there.
At least 85.
No, but he didn't look at what he said.
Deb says, husband came back yesterday and he has been sick. Oh, that's no good. That's scary. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's nothing.
Where are we?
But I have heard a little bit of that going around.
Yeah, definitely stay safe. Stay safe out there for sure.
So he claimed he didn't look, but it's not a straddle. Then he raised. I don't know. And then I got called in the 9. And a 4 and a 1.
Good. Look at all.
I'm over it. I mean, I basically got called a liar.
No.
I'm
Look at all.
All right. Oh, well, you're waiting on me. You're waiting on me because I'm a jerk.
All right, here we go. Heads up. Pocket 10s versus the 10-9 suited.
All right.
Will still in the lead. Oh, wow. Ross checks this one back. Big board for him. Now he turns the open ender.
100 from the 2.
I'm a twice.
A 7 or queen for Ross as he fires 100 into 280. And Will D gets out of the way. Ross shows him. Will had the best hand. Put it in the muck. Scott Sheraton, I'll be in Vegas for event number 81. What is that and when is the date? First WSOP event. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm stoked for you, man. That's awesome.
2 has straddle.
Before you start dealing.
Event number 81 has got to be towards the end, right?
I can't confirm.
I think I might actually be there. Is that the 777 redo or something? I think I saw that on the schedule.
4-3.
Pocket 8s for Patrick here. Going to open it up to 75. Gets through Chuck and Alice. I think he gets through Dan D as well. Got a call out of Ross here in the 2 seat with the 7 tray suited.
50 from the 4.
Almost got there.
I should have bet. You're on fucking slim.
Gets through. Pocket 8s are good on the ace deuce deuce board. So yeah, with this dealer change, we've got about 2.5 hours left, about 5 more downs of 510 uncapped cash. We're going to take about a 20-hour break, and we'll be back tomorrow with 2.5 deep stack cash, $1,500 max.
Yep, 2.5 deep stack tomorrow. It's always a fun time. I know a lot of people really enjoy watching those games. And then Slated on the Sunday schedule is some 510 PLO, which we do still have some open seats for if you want to sign up for that.
If you want to do a big gamble, 510
That's-
PLO is a big gamble. Let's
Yeah,
go.
lots of gamble in that one. There are 3 aces out in play right now. Don has them out kicked. So we are heads up. Jack 8 suited against Don's ace queen offsuit, and Don's ace still in the lead. Coach, minimum buy-in is 300 and the max is 15.
That's right.
Yep.
3 to 15. Usually a pretty good game.
Typically, people do buy in for close to the max for that game. So.
Thank you.
That's what makes it fun. I'll be on the floor tomorrow. Who do you have back here with you? Is it you
That
and
would
Kirk?
be no, actually be Johnny Pham.
Oh, you and Johnny Pham?
It'd be myself and Johnny Pham.
Well, that sounds fun.
Which fun fact about Johnny and I found this out back in the fall. Johnny and I actually share the same birthday.
Oh, really?
He's actually a year older than me, but
Hey, Don, there's a cocktail later.
we both share the same birthday.
That surprises me. You look older.
I look older?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Johnny just has a young look.
He has that Asian magic.
Yes.
That Vietnamese magic.
Yes.
He doesn't age.
He does not age at all.
To be fair, Johnny is 3 or 4 years older than me, and I look exponential. I look
Yes.
a decade older than he does.
As I say, yeah, you look older than both of us.
Yeah, I look like I got Johnny by a decade, and he's 4 years older than me.
Yeah. That's funny. That is funny.
Oh, Scott, I did see that event. The $800 deep stack. I think that's on my schedule too. I might play that also. Oh wow. Oh, I thought he got there. Patrick does not get there, but a very, very spicy run out. Not a lot of fun. A lot of 6s, 7s. Not a super fun run out for 2 kings. I think you could check for pot control here some of the time. Yeah, there you go. Yup, 2 kings. Pretty good.
That'll work.
Scott, I did see that one, the $800 deep stack. 8-handed deep stack. That one looks fun. July 14th is, I'll be out there during that time.
And July 14th, we will be on day 3 of our Christmas in July.
Don't worry, I get back before it gets hot and heavy. I get back on the, I think I get back on the 19th.
Yeah. It's funny. Anytime I look at something now, I'm always looking at it being like, we'll be a little busy for something or whatnot. I think the 10-year anniversary weekend kind of has scarred me because I really don't view as anything busy anymore after that weekend.
That's how you get better, man.
Yeah. So, oh, believe me, I'm A-okay with it. But it's just funny now when I look at something, I'm like, we'll be all right.
That was probably the longest I've ever seen the list.
Yes. Yes, it was for sure. And Pete's going to get there, is going to secure that easily with the pair of 10s.
Easy game.
Even though Chuck did improve on the river, not good enough. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to see a list that large again.
We are fortunate that we have so many tables in this place because lists that long are not super uncommon in smaller rooms when they have a big series.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
You know, like when when they have a series and they only have, 40 cash tables.
Right.
3,000 poker players in one location,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been to spots like that, like some of these traveling tours and stuff. You go to play an event, then you get knocked out, you go play cash. The list is 180 deep for 2-5.
Boof. Yikes. Uh-oh. So we got Patrick as pocket jacks, and Don is in there with pocket kings. We could be playing a big one here.
Set over set again. Don just with the flat for deception.
A jack and a king on the flop for science. That's.
Oh man, that's flops looking pretty good for Patrick to continue.
Yep.
There's 635 in the middle. Wow.
210 from Patrick.
Patrick goes for about 30% here. Like exactly 30%.
Looks like Don's going to make the call. He does.
Don's going to flat. Continuing with the deception theme.
Queen on the turn.
It's going to give Patrick a gut shot to the 10. 10 would be a gross card. He's going to click it over to Don. Don trying to figure out what this slow down means in the 3-bet pot. Patrick might call here with his gut shot. Don goes 450, 475 into 1050.
So a little less than half.
Scott, what was that? Was that the 500? That wasn't the 500. What was that of at number 11?
There's the call, so we will see a river.
No 10, no jack. Oh, wow.
Nope. But spades do complete. And they're going to check around. And Don's going to show kings better than jacks. So Don's going to scoop up a pretty good one there.
The $600 deep stack. Okay, that checks out. Wow, what a very weird hand between those two.
Yeah. Kind of bizarre.
Yeah, deal. It's weird. Yeah.
I kind of get why it went that way, but that was kind of a weird hand.
For some reason, I was expecting that one to be a little more eventful, but.
No, you're good. He was just looking. I was making sure. Call on the 8, on the 9. 5-0 from the 1.
Don just flatting with the kings. It was kind of wild.
On the 3. On the 4. $300. Just wait for him to finish, please. Hold 7 and 8. 300. Call in the 2.
All right, we got multi-way action going here as Chuck puts in the 3-bet with the ace-king suited. We saw Chuck flat earlier from the small blind with ace-king. This time he decides to mix in a 3-bet here.
Just poker. It's a fun little 5-10 game. There's a list. You can hop on. Absolutely.
Just a little poker.
One calls 10. 10. 2 calls 10. 3 makes it 60. 4 fold, 6 folds.
hear that a lot tonight. I say that quite often.
All right, 4 players.
Queen, 7, Jack, 2 spades. The best of it for Ross here on the flop, but he's got to fade a lot of cards. Wow, somebody gets there with the ace jack. It's Don. Don gets there with the ace jack. Ross pairs his second card, but it's useless. Don goes 3 into 5, and Ross calls. Wow, wow. In the muck. Don picks up a little bit of a nice pot there. 1,100 gets shipped his way. All right, guys, it's almost 9 o'clock. We'll play one more, and then we'll take a look at the stats. Thanks again for hanging out with me and Ryan in the booth tonight here at Best Bet Live.
Yeah, it's definitely been a pretty fun, entertaining game for sure. A good way to start off the weekend here at Best Bet, which, you know, we are in our weekend hours, so we are open 24/7 until Monday morning.
Yeah, that's pretty
at
cool.
4 a.m.
75 from the 2.
So plenty of opportunities to come in and play some games.
Gets real weird in here. It gets real weird in here about 4:35 in the morning on those nights.
Typically.
I'm good. No, it's good for you. All right, we got to call on the 8. 4 and 9.
It's real weird about 5:30 in the morning here on a Friday or Saturday night.
All right, so we got Ross in there with 9-5 suited against Dan's King Jack suited. And a pair of 9s on the board for Ross.
Check. 100 from the 2.
As well as having a draw to a straight.
Oh, we need 2 of those connections, not just 1. All right, call on the 8. Check.
Board pairs with an 8.
200 from the 2.
Yeah, this has been a rough night for Dan. He has not been able to do much with anything, and anytime he does get a hand we can play with, the board just doesn't work in his favor at all. Been a rough one for him.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah. It's the nature of the game.
Yeah, that's a big part of Hold'em is being able to just keep your head on straight when you can't make a hand, you know, not lose your mind and freak out.
Quarter to go.
Tilt off your whole stack.
3 folds. 4 folds, 6 folds. 75 from the 7. 8 calls. 9 folds. 10 folds. 2 calls.
All right, here we go. 3 ways. Ace, king, queen 10, jack 8 off to the flop.
Trey, a 6 and a 4. Ace high still good for Alice. My
I
board.
think Alice has no heart. Ross with the jack of hearts in his hand.
7, 8.
And 8 on the river. Wow. So Ross is going to go ahead and get a pair of 8s on the river.
That's it. Easy game, 240 gets shipped his way.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look at those stats.
Let's do that as we are getting close to being 3 hours in. That's the way things look. Patrick lost a little bit.
Lost a big bit, lost 30% to Don.
Yeah. Man.
That put Don back in the black. Alice up 18 hundo. Man, Dan stuck almost 5K.
Yeah. And then
Not
there's a look at the
super
V.
fun.
And then the look at the V pips there.
156, fold 7. 8 is all in.
Wow, okay. Dan's going all in with ace king, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot left in his stack either, so.
Looks like Chuck raised to 100 with 5-4 suited, and Dan just ripped his last 7 with ace king. That one's going to get through. I don't think Chuck can call. Yeah, Chuck's going to fold. Dan's going to take that one down. Ace king, good.
Yeah, just gets a little bit back there.
Gets a little bit back.
But again, as mentioned, he didn't have a lot. It was starting to run down anyway, so felt that was a good time to go ahead and shove, and it works out.
All right, on to the next one. Action on Dan. Looking down at the 10-4 suited. You're going to get in there.
75 and a 1.
Pete's going to throw out a bet of 75 or raising up 75 with ace queen offsuit.
You enjoying being the bank?
Trying to help you out.
3 players are going to call me.
Agree, you're right. Trying to help out.
1, 4, 8. 4.
So 8 and 9 and a jack.
125 and a 1, 4, 4, call 8.
4 pairs of the 8, so now Pete's still in the lead with ace high.
Can they put me in this?
I asked that same question once. Easier on that one, right?
75.
Well, much
Yeah, I asked the same question.
All right, so here we are. We see Will here with pocket tens. And a mono flop here, a 5, a deuce, and a 7. Dan is going to go ahead and flop the flush. Good flop for him. Well, even more flush now. And that's going to go ahead and secure the hand for Dan. Everyone else drawing dead. Oh, it does give Chuck a flush as well. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and fold. Dan's going to go ahead and take that one down.
160 for the 8, fold 9, fold 1. $165 for the 2, fold 5. Yeah, 165. And I got fold 6, 4, 6. We're at 2 and 8. Battle, mono.
All right, so this flop is a jack, a queen, and a 6. Ross able to flop a pair of queens.
Keep this one.
Keep that one? Okay.
Chop that thing.
Thank you, sir.
Again, a reminder, tomorrow we will have some 2-5 no limit hold'em deep stack action for you. We'll get that stream started up around 4 o'clock. Probably get things going around 4:15 on the live stream. We'll run that from then until about 9:15. We'll also have that 5:10 PLO game on Sunday, and that will be our streaming weekend. And then we'll be getting ready for the big 24K Gold Day on Saturday the 18th. Of course, we have Table Share Tuesday in full swing as well. Everybody's favorite promotion. Table Share Tuesday, of course, is whatever the high hand is for that day, plus whoever does get dealt into the high hand will get $100 each at the table as long as they're dealt in. That is all that matters. All right, so we got mystery hands in play here. A deuce, an 8, and a 10 between Ross and Patrick. Yeah, not sure what these guys have. But whatever it is, it's strong enough for Ross. He's going to go ahead and scoop up after throwing out a bet, and Patrick's going to go ahead and fold.
Must be bored, huh?
I felt really bad about that bluff after he called you out. Whatever he had. This is not going to work.
You hear what she said?
It's high. Right, it's high. Yeah. It's king, it's queen, it's jack. Matter what it was. It was literally the same flop last time you threw that. 10, 8, 9, or 24 or something like that.
I ain't too late. I ain't been shut.
I thought to myself, that's a good flop.
Why you playing 30,000 off straddle? 30,000 to 400?
I think he should straddle every time.
Oh yeah, the Belmont is tomorrow.
I started to straddle. He
You haven't straddled.
I forgot about that, yeah. So yeah, it'll be a pretty busy day in the room tomorrow. $400 high hands every 30 minutes tomorrow. Actually, no, $300 tomorrow. $300 high hands. But we are going to have a satellite into the 1K one day event that's going to be taking place tomorrow night too. So we'll have some table share opportunity for people to try to get into that satellite. Looks like we're losing a player. It looks like that is Pete calling it a night. He is going to finish up a little bit, so good for him. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and call it a night, to say the least.
At least that's straddle.
I don't want to start this straddle.
Well, hold on now. Like, I started to straddle.
I don't want old people that straddle. I don't want single that straddle.
No.
You play 5 hands on demand me to straddle. You play 5 hands. Well, you don't even play. You play 1 hand of dealer.
I just not play
You
whatever
play 1
I
hand
buy.
of dealer.
I'm not buying. I never buy 30,000 and come in and then play those gold.
pull up the map and see how many hands I played and see how many hands you played.
You played 2 more hands than him.
I'm not even talking to you. She don't need no help. She don't need no help. She can hold on.
Everybody's amazing.
What did I walk into?
Yeah, I'll say, Will,
So he's moving out of the small
It's
blind.
okay, Will. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. You don't straddle. Just buy $3. You don't have to buy $30. Don't straddle.
I started to straddle. But I'm not going to straddle every time, and everybody else don't straddle every time.
I think he's fine.
so apparently there's an argument about the straddling taking place, or maybe a lack thereof.
You play one hand or double, literally. You play 5 hands. I counted 5 hands.
Fold 2.
You're counting it?
And 3 and 6 o'clock. You play 5 hands.
What about him? How many hands he played? You counted it?
I probably have the highest team.
23.
You counted it too?
I'm not talking about
What's the
my
deepest
you.
ever?
Fold 6. Fold
I'm
7.
talking about you. I ain't talking about him.
Fold 9. Fold 1.
None of that makes any sense and matter anyway. It's about like your cards situation. It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody here is no.
All right, looks like we reeled it in. Don, the voice of reason at the
Yep.
poker table. Let's go. Time alone in the chat. What's happening? Let's go, Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors indeed.
It's been all in for that anyway.
Right. Show your bluff.
Off to a rough start.
Yeah.
No, they usually.
High hand every 20 minutes. Tomorrow, you might be thinking Orange Park, Ty. That sounds like an Orange Park promotion.
I feel kind of nitty right now.
Alright, so
Oh,
are
I
we
missed my
straddling or
straddle.
no?
I missed my straddle. That's the first one I missed.
All the way I'm straddling.
All this
if
talk,
it's
I told
mandatory. If it's not mandatory, I'm not straddling.
Shit, you can give me shit for not being able to do the bomb pot.
Fold 7.
No, ain't gonna.
I'm anti-bomb pot. He at least played the bomb pot.
Chuck's going to open up the Queen Jack off suit to 60.
You get your mind.
Or it might be some other place you might be thinking of, because, yeah, Orange Park promotion, tomorrow what they got going is, actually, no, yeah. 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. they have their $10,000 day tomorrow. So, first 20 minutes for their high hand is $500. Second 20 minutes for their high hand, $300 every 20, and then $200 for the last 20. That's going to be taking place from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then 7 p.m. to midnight tomorrow.
Why don't we switch it to
So that's a pretty good promotion for our Orange Park location.
Everybody's fine.
They told me this guy buying $80 at one time.
I bought it, and guess what? I went all in the first hand, he folded.
Yeah. Then he opened like 200. He made it $30.
Right, so I bought it in the show off. So I went all in the first hand, he folded.
Also, looks like Dan has switched seats, trying to change his night around.
He needs it.
3 players.
One of your boyfriends wants 80,000, you open your mouth to it.
I remember
I have no boyfriend.
one guy that was here that
I
was
don't
out
have
of town.
boyfriend.
Yeah, that's why I say with one of them.
150 from the
Sorry,
one.
remember the one guy that was
Fold
from out of town that
150.
wore the ninja outfit and like
Oh, I know. I remember.
Oh, God, yeah, that guy.
30,000.
I remember who they were talking about.
Man, huge. And then he got up like less than an hour.
All you gotta do
I remember what happened then.
What was that guy's name? Jeremy?
Yeah, you remember him. The dude was a weirdo.
Alright, someone just tell me what to do.
I think you should straddle and then push blind.
You do what you like.
You can do
I will not be
whatever.
judged.
Everybody just chill out and play poker, man. It's not
Yeah,
that
exactly.
serious.
Yeah, as I say, like,
Play one hand.
Fold 6.
why is this escalating the way it is?
Shot at 75. I was like, oh,
I want
my
to be
God.
judged.
How much trying to say $5 for?
At this point, I don't.
That don't make sense.
People can say what they want about me.
I'm only playing
Fold 2.
See, that's what you used to. You used to be sitting down pissing their money off to you. So you, when somebody don't do it, you don't know how to act.
weird turn.
That Fed has toothpicks.
Yeah. At the bar there.
Grab the bar.
I think we called. Yeah, the list is gone, I guess.
Got through the list. I think we have one seat open.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Or well,
But you can't anyway. You gotta deal with
Strawman, I did, man. Looks a little rough. I hope you feel better. I did see the picture that you sent.
Put his nickel up.
Yeah, hopefully you do get better, Strawman. Definitely.
Does he have to put a nickel up? No.
I've taken a couple spills like that in my day. Usually when you get like a bad bruise or like a black eye or something like that, they get worse before they get better, man. I don't know what to tell you. They get worse before they get better, but I hope it heals fast.
You were straddling, right? Or no?
I was. There's the small blind.
There is. He's the small blind.
It's a dead small blind.
Big blind.
I know, but is the small blind going to be in the pot?
No. That's why I was trying to stop what I was doing.
That's right. Gotta see it open. See it open.
Hold on.
I saw one.
The top one.
I saw 7 on top.
They're not worth seeing either one.
Just let him know. I think I saw 7.
I had a 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5.
Oh, 2.5.
H34. How about that? There you go. 2.
50.
Alice going to fire this one with the King Jack off and gets through Dan D. Button's going to move, and now Alice in the straddle for the 25. Looks like they were trying to make the straddle mandatory. Maybe not everyone wanted to do it. Maybe that was the issue. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, kind of a weird one to say the least.
Y'all done colluded y'all with and slowed the whole poker room down.
Hold 9. Hold 1. Hold 2. Hold 4.
Big blind versus straddle. Chuck's going to get in there with the King 4 off as Alice clicks it back. Heads up.
5, 6, 10.
Pretty anticlimactic flop for these two hands.
Yep. Well, now, the turn card is now, it's going to give Chuck and Alice both a flush draw.
A straight flush draw. Both players have a straight flush draw.
And both miss.
King high good?
King high good for Chuck.
Ooh, Alice is going to lead out. She knows she's never going to win with 9 high.
Right, but it works out.
Gets through, takes it down. Okay.
Yeah, Alice has been showing some aggression tonight. In the spots that she's playing in.
Daddy wheel. I take daddy wheel.
Straddle 25.
Action's going to start on Dan D with the 7-8 offsuit. Opens it up to 75.
You gotta get something to gamble with you, man. So you ready to gamble, man. Alright, it's a game. I give you some extra.
Will D makes the call with inferior suited connectors. Here we go.
Ace out there. Check.
Check 9. Check 1.
Check.
Check 9.
Queen on the turn. Doesn't change much. Somehow 8 high still in the lead.
Yeah, 6 high. Yeah,
Straddle on 1.
All right, straddle out of Dan D here in the 1 seat. Action's going to start on Ross in the 2.
Everything the 5-10 game don't go here. And they go every day in North Park.
Hold 9. Hold 1.
No action.
There's no list?
Empty this room, they call it a state. Get a 5-10 game. Biggest poker room game.
I never say something
Straddle
about the worst game what I played ever.
All right, action on Don. First to go.
I miss the people, you know? You know?
75 from 3. Fold 4, fold 6, fold 7, fold 9, fold 1.
Don's going to open the Jack 10 suited. Gets called by Ross here out of the straddle. Ross calls with 2 4s. Don flops diamonds here. Looks like he's going to lead for 75. Don gets one through with the diamonds. Ross gets out of the way with the pocket 4s.
Yes, no.
Straddle on the 3.
Patrick first to act the 5-4 offsuit in the muck.
Fold 6, fold 7.
Fold action on Will on the button. Opens to 75. King Queen offsuit gets through. This game came out almost too hot from the beginning. Hard to stay sustainable, I guess. Everybody running out of steam, I think.
He's changed that. We're going to talk about some of those.
He'll play 2 hands, walk half an hour, and then back out.
He's gotten way better than that.
But he's second from the bottom of the league right now. Can't talk about some of the
No, hey, really, it's okay. You don't straddle whatever. It's okay. Like, really, don't fight that much. Just fight $3.
It's just the fact he's talking about his play. He's literally playing
75
5 more hands.
Don's going to open up the ace-jack offsuit to 75.
Fold 4.
Over a couple of limps here in the straddle pot. Gets called by Ross with the 9-7 suited. Dan D's in there with the 5 tray. Dan D flops the best hand. Middle pair on the flop for the 5 tray of diamonds. Oh, wow, turns 2 pair.
There we go. All right, Dan. Love to see it.
I do like to see it. Dan's a good sport. He's a fun player to have in the
Yeah,
game.
he is. He's very much so.
Don makes the call here with the gut shot to the 4.
And that's a face card. That's a king. So 2 pair going to be good for Dan D.
Don lucky he didn't catch up on the river there. Wow, Don's just going to bomb it. Oh, repping hearts? I see what's happening here. Don just going to bomb it for hearts. I don't know if Dan will fold here. Dan has been getting kind of put through the ringer tonight's game, but also Dan's not a big fan of folding. He might just say, you know what, whatever. I have 2 pair. Oh, yep, there goes.
There's the rip, yep.
My man Dan. I like that.
Dan saw my last stream where I was bluffing all the time. He even came up to me.
Looks like Will D's going to rack it up. Not straight up, not having a good time. He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Will is calling it a night.
Big blind for straddle on the 6.
He actually has pro on making the flop.
Fold 7.
He's got one better.
9-7 suited for Ross on the button. He's going to min raise? Oh, call. Call the straddle. I see. I'm with it. Chuck with the ace jack off suit, and the straddle clicks it back. Gut shot here for Chuck. The ace jack offsuit flops the gutter to the 10 ball. Oh, wow, drills it right on the turn. He's got the jack of clubs, too.
You know what to do with those things.
Wow, what a turn card for Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck starting to get things going.
Heating up a little bit. Thanks for hanging around with us, guys. 510 uncapped cash. Best Pet Jacksonville. Myself and Big Country holding it down here in the booth. Be back tomorrow night, like we said, with a little 2-5 deep stack action.
I've heard it at the Tampa Hard Rock, and I heard that the gentleman who won out of that guy's stack was like awarded the money. What? Yeah.
Straddle out of Alice here. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Starts with Dan. Dan's going to bump it up with deuces here to 50. Patrick's going to 3-bet to 200 with the mystery cards.
I never put aces on the thing. I always forget to do that.
Oh, man, I think Dan has to call here. Patrick out of the small blind with the 3-bet. Dan does make the call. Heads up, ace-10 off versus deuces. And Patrick just drills it right in the window. 125. Dan called? Wow, Dan makes the call here.
Yeah, I mean, Dan's trying to play catch-up. Unfortunately, that's not going to help him much.
None of those cards on the board are deuces. Patrick bets 3 into 8. Dan going to look him up with the hero call here?
I heard call.
It's funny, I did too.
I heard fold.
No, I heard fold. I heard 100%. I also saw the cards go snap into the mud.
There wasn't anybody calling.
Wait.
Patrick takes that one down. Nice little 535 3-bet pot.
His head was like call. And then he like puts his cards like forward or something, and the dealer muck. And the guy's just like, what do you think I would ever call muck? That's like how you would explain what happened. The guy called, and then the dealer like assumed that.
Looks like no straddle this hand.
And he's like, you telling me I called and then muck? Yeah. And then they didn't.
Starts with Dan with the 10 deuce off suit. He's gonna fold this one, I assume. Yep, fold.
Yeah, I kept saying it all night. You ever see that move? Call muck? Yeah. It's a good one.
Blind action. Oh, Chuck with 2 7s going to complete, and Alice with king, queen off. Makes it 40 to go. Punish the limpers. Chuck makes it 110. This is a weird spot for Alice. Heads up, blind versus blind. What hands does he do this with? Oh, wow, she gets out of the way. Chuck gonna take it down. Kind of a weird move there with 2 7s, but it worked.
Like, okay, if you're... No, it's not private like at all. Right. But they will have nights where there's a lineup of a game. So if you go in and you don't know anybody, you don't know that there's a game coming, you could easily get dogged on the list where, like, there's 4 or 5 people on the same 10 list, and then all of a sudden there's 18. And you're going to have to come into the much more. Because they'll set 2 games up at a time.
On the 3, 25 to go. Right. 4.
Alice gets out of the way. Looks like this one's going to get shipped over to Don in the straddle. Did we lose Ross?
Looks like, no, his chips are still there. But the table is kind of thinning out right now.
For you,
Yeah, well, about Nate for myself about the last
Sure.
So it looks like we have a straddle out of Patrick this hand from under the gun +1. Those 2 4 players are excited today.
Yeah,
I just hear them
I was gonna say,
screaming.
I just heard like, whoa. I mean, they're. They are close to the live stream area, but that is
They are excited today.
I was gonna say, even then, they're not that close to where you hear them like that.
3 players.
All right, 3 ways to the flop. Patrick wakes up with ace queen in the straddle with a diamond.
Yeah, so good flop for Patrick there as he
The queen
does.
of diamonds.
Yep, does have that flush draw. Ross does as well.
Looks like we might be losing Chuck.
Yeah, looks like Chuck is dipping out.
You check, right?
Surprised you're not in Vegas. What's that? Surprised you're not in Vegas. Well, I was 2 weeks in South Carolina with my mom. Surfside.
That's the straight for Dan D, right? The 6 for the one-liner? Yeah.
When you go?
I would be going over like July 4th. I would be, but I don't think I'm gonna go. It's too. If I were to go, it's not for the cash grind because the games are they're too packed. And so if I were to go, it would be to play tournaments, and I don't play tournaments.
Patrick trying to peel one time and make the queen high flush. No good. Dan's 6 for a straight.
I'm going to play tournament too.
Completes the straight, takes it down.
Yeah. I need to find somebody to take care of my cats first.
Maybe I am. What? You're gonna play cash too?
No.
You cat?
I need to find somebody to take care of my cats.
Oh, your cats.
Straddle on 4.
That will not be me. Your cat is too fat.
Fold
No
7.
cats.
How heavy is your cat?
Looks like Chuck might be racking up here. Getting a little short. Dan D with the 5-6 suited, just coming in for the 25 piece. Don's out of the way. Patrick in the straddle with the 9-8 off. Looks like I think he's going to click it back. Looks like Don's going to rack him up also.
I think the way it's looking, I think we're probably going to be calling this an early night. Yeah, Don racking up. Ross is asking to be put on the 5-5 list.
You guys want to play out the $15?
Do I want 2-5? Is there an open seat?
I guess we're checking it down. I don't know where the board is. I don't know if we caught the board there.
Yeah, I think with everyone starting to rack up, and I think just kind of lost track of it. But it kind of looks like, we're going to be wrapping this one up a little early tonight, guys.
Paper City Gamer late to the party. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I guess that's going to do it for the 5-10 no limit game. These guys are going to break it themselves. It's a wrap. On the way out, we'll drop the stats. Happy Friday, my man. Bill West. You can get on the list for tomorrow. Show up there your name on the list or call ahead. Best Bet Jacks. All right, there it is. Patrick up the most, 1790. Dan D stuck almost 5K. For myself, Ryan B, Big Country in the chat. In the booth. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for 2-5 no limit deep stack cash. Best Bet Jacksonville. Appreciate you guys. Good luck.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys for 2-5 tomorrow.